So I will actually, first things first, put myself as rejoining as a player. Okay, so just to go through this searching, investigating, trying to find secrets or information, etc. If you are looking for secret doors, if you are looking for traps, if you are looking for secret catches or whatever, you have to be fairly specific in what you're doing. There's no, I enter a room and I'll just go search it. If you do say, I just search the room, you will, because you give me a generic request, you get very generic information back. You won't get detail. If the room has things like statues or torture devices or things like, any kind of accoutrements in there, you have to be a little bit more specific in what you're looking for and the kind of things that you're looking for. So if there's a statue, you might ask about the statue, because otherwise you might just get told the statue is like 10 feet tall and made of stone, holding something. So if you're looking for secrets on it, where are you looking for them? What kind of things are you looking for? It takes more of a player investigative style rather than just I roll the dice and let that do it. For the most part, if you are investigating the right thing, you will generally find it. So if there's, just say that the statue is sitting on a plinth and you are investigating where the feet are to see if there's any hidden areas beneath it, you say, I'm investigating the statue where it stands upon the plinth to see if it can shift, if there's any hidden areas underneath there. I'll probably, if there is, I'll just tell you outright. Yes, you find something. If you are investigating things, it will also, unless you specifically say otherwise, involve you touching it. You can't look for or investigate or search for hidden areas just by standing back, rubbing your chin thoughtfully and saying, ooh, I wonder if there's something over there. You are actively engaging in whatever it is that you are searching to find the hidden crease or the crevice or the crack, the seam, whatever, the little catch that might flip it open. So you are using your hands. So if you say you start searching something, unless you are specifically not using your hands, which will potentially not find information unless it's very easy, then if there is things that, if I say, okay, you grab this and you start manipulating it, you say, oh, I didn't say I was touching it. The act of searching is fairly full on, and it does involve a good deal of interaction.
And in Vex's case, she has to specify that she's not licking it.
Well, she's a half orc, but yeah, so it does take a bit more of player willingness to ask questions, to interpret the answers you get about the area you're in. As I mentioned, if you just ask general questions, I will give you general information. There has been a few places in the past where there have been secrets and you guys have missed them. So you do need to be a little bit more thorough. It's not me being a dick. It's just that's how the game operates. That's how it's asking you, instead of just being a kind of choose your own adventure where you enter a room and you get one or two options, i.e. you roll the dice and it's binary, you succeed or you don't. It means that you need to take that emphasis, take that initiative to start full on getting into the area. And that's where elves and dwarves, their abilities can come to the fore. Same with thieves being able to detect traps, etc. If you're looking for traps and you just don't say, I'm just searching the room for traps. If you want to do that, I'll let you search the room for traps, but it will take hours. And I'll assume that you are searching every square foot of the room for traps, and that will include walls and ceilings. Otherwise, if you only want to search an area, you tell me what area you're searching. If you're searching the floor, it will be directly in front of you. Now, I've normally let people search just to the side as well, with a single skill check, but searching for traps is slow and tedious, and it requires you to, again, interact with it. It's not just standing back and looking upon something. We've all seen those little kind of curios where they've got like hidden areas in them. You can't see them generally unless they're really shoddy just by looking at it. You have to start manipulating the thing. Like my son, he's got a little, it's made of wood, looks like a tree stump. It just looks like a piece of wood that's been like polished, but it actually, the top shifts to the side, revealing a hidden cavity underneath. And it was only purchased at a little knick-knack shop locally, but it is well made enough that you can't see it with just by standing back and looking. So you do have to get your hands on things. Again, if you don't want to get your hands on things, you might miss stuff unless, again, it's been made particularly poorly or that what it's made from is degraded. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That's where things as well, like 10-foot poles and stuff like that, and being able to search from a distance can be useful.
So a 10-foot pole allows you to search from a distance?
For some things, you can prod things. Yeah, and it's not always a guarantee. If you're prodding the ground with a 10-foot pole and there's a pit trap there, there's no guarantee that you'll detect it. So normally what it is I would roll a number, I'd roll a die, and there'd be a number determined whether prodding with an item, some items find it easier than others, and generally that will come down to the size and heft of the object you're using. If you're trying to prod the ground with a bow, that is nowhere near as efficient as prodding it with a sword, which is nowhere near as efficient as prodding it with a spear, which is nowhere near as efficient as prodding it with a quarterstaff or 10-foot pole. Because lighter and flimsier, you can't put as much weight into it because, a pit trap in particular, they don't tend to get triggered by rats. They will have, they get triggered by things that are a little bit heavier or larger or whatever. If you're using it to try and investigate something that's on a statue or whatever, obviously it's not going to be as effective as getting your hands on it because you don't have the dexterity since it's just a stick. Again, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay, so we can then begin. Does anyone wish to do a recap of the previous session? And I apologize if I sound a little bit out of breath. My sinus is playing up.
Alrighty. So basically we started the session with where we entered the room where Shuro was trapped.
Mm-hmm.
And we basically battle with the monsters on the floor. We managed to survive it. And we cast a spell magic on Shuro's prison, which saves him. I think anything else would have resulted in a bad thing happening or him disappearing again. So we spend a bit of time healing up before we move, and we think we get down 2 floors, which puts us on what we believe is level 40. If anyone disagrees, please speak up. We decided to go to level 42. I'm not sure if that was just because it's the answer to all things, but we moved down to level 42. Oh, that's right. We bypassed a statue in the level 40, I think. I think we just walked past it, didn't we?
It was a colossal skeleton lying in state, and I think. Oh, that's right. Minerva was about to loot it until one of the other seed skeletons said, "Let the fallen rest lest you incur their wrath," or something to that effect. And we decided to not loot.
Yep. So then we went down to level 42. Is that's because it's a multiple of 8? Is it? No, it's not.
7. So I think it was pretty much free. I think the plan was to go plus or minus 1 or 2 floors to look for Shuru.
Oh, that's right. Okay. There's a large magical sphere in the middle of the room. I don't know that we actually looked at the magical sphere because I've got no notes on it. I think we might have just run past that one. And then
Bronze sphere?
Sorry?
Is it the bronze sphere?
Mm.
Might
At
have
level
been.
42, there was a bronze sphere, just floating 5 foot above the floor. Strange and magical. Apparently, it's associated with Isig, primal progenitor, gift of life. And Shuri decides to praise her and touches bronze sphere like the iconoclast he is. And Shuri has a special entity card. That was interesting.
That's right,
So
yeah.
the entity card.
So we don't know what that does. Then we went down 5 levels to 47, where there was a bunch of books that allowed the arcane casters to change out spells. They spent a bit of time doing that. And then we went to level 48. And there is an item in the middle of the room, or something in the middle of the room.
Pretty good. Pretty good. I will
My notes are getting more and more brief as the sessions go on.
Well, you know, that's a far removed way of taking notes since the very hefty, verbose verbiage that you recorded earlier when you were like, they were flagellating, the ceilings were vaulted, etc., and you almost put me down word for word, which was great, but possibly a little bit unnecessary. Let me grab this and shift it down to here. But no, that's good. You believe that you're on level 48. You should be in the bottom right corner.
There we are.
Cool. So yes, that is a stand of a multitude of candle holders, and the like stands maybe about 5 to 6 feet tall. Seems very gaudy, very ostentatious. The candles are in various stages of use, half melted, etc., giving off a hazy light. The object is also festooned with many gems of various qualities. At least they look to be of gems from where you stand. They do glitter. Perhaps they just coloured glass or crystals.
We should check it out. That's Gruber.
Maybe it's beer.
Reckon we can pry some of those gems out, do you, Kroobs?
I think this is probably a good place to light a candle. That's worked for us before.
There are some empty candle holders or areas that you seem to, see that could take candles.
We should look for some candles. Oh, Gruber doesn't have a light source. Okay, never mind. Okay. Kugelin's got a light source. Bash has a light source.
I'll be honest.
Otherwise, I think anyone that can see can't see much in this area. The ceiling is tall-ish or high-ish, but not higher than some of the other ones you've come across, maybe about 20 feet or so.
Zhang will start checking the walls for traps using, well, I guess observation for the beginning.
Cool. So that's a skill for you, so you can make a roll if you so choose. But yes, you'll start looking. And you just use an arrow to show me the way that you are moving. Or the ruler.
Yeah, just gonna start like making my way down this side.
Cool. Alright. While Sheng is doing that, make your check, please. And what is everybody else doing? That will take a little bit of time, so unless everyone is waiting for him.
Are we interested in looking at this thing in the middle of the room in great detail? Is that the general party plan?
Yes.
Okay, I
Well.
will cast Find Traps.
Shira had a plan for coming to this level.
Okay, so we're definitely... Righty, I will cast Find Traps.
Alright. Might invalidate Zhang's fastidious searching, but you can cast that
Yeah.
spell.
Well, it seems to be more time... What are we saying? Time effective?
It can be, yes, but it's also resource ineffective. That's fine. Okay. You are not picking up any traps at the moment. You can still roll if you so choose, Zhang.
Yeah, I've forgotten which buttons to press. It's so
So,
awkward.
if I just quickly bring up this, just hang on a second, hit that, show players. So you should have on the right hand side under the macros column skills, stats and skills, there should be use thief skill.
Ah,
So
there
if
it
you
is.
highlight click on your token, then click on that.
No bonuses. Finally, goodness.
Okay. Yep, you've been searching that wall for a little bit and have not found anything so far.
Can you move a little bit closer to the center?
I'm
Thanks.
getting there.
Sorry.
So there is no trap that is highlighting upon that. As you do head closer towards it, Sean, you hear whispers in the distance. Quiet, almost imperceptible.
Are they in front of me distance or behind me distance?
They are everywhere distance.
Yeah.
The kind of thing that you often feel / hear / accustomed to, I guess, when things of a particularly otherworldly or divine / godly type thing is nearby.
I get closer again. So do I see anything that stands out? Like, is there anything that's obviously attention grabbing on the...
Other than the
thing?
myriad of candles and the gemstones, not really. The object itself seems to be made of layers upon layers of these candle holders / candelabras / strange things that would hold something, but they seem to just be now used for holding candles. They're bulbous, and they seem to all be kind of mushed together. Even though the image seems to be fairly symmetrical, this in itself is not. I just didn't have anything which was particularly perfect for it.
Fair enough.
It looks like something that
Like it.
H.R. Geiger might do.
I was about to say a chandelier crossed with a chaos beast.
Shira's just going to cast Cure Light Wounds on himself.
Okay,
If that works.
it does.
Zheng's gonna peek around the corner and have a look at what's outside.
Okay, so like all the other platforms that you have come across previously in the descent down this tower, the outside seems to be hanging out into the open air, for want of a better word, and it is thick with the miasma of dark particulate matter, almost like ash or something like that, hangs heavy in the air. Visibility is okay nearby, but it does get diminished as it progresses further and further afield, and you can see off in the distance large winged creatures, mostly humanoid in shape, but with large wings, moving about, flitting in and out, obfuscating their presence in this miasma. It does seem to be quite warm outside as well. You feel it radiating onto your face.
Praying to the 8 takes like an hour, doesn't it?
It depends what kind of prayers you want to make. You can say short little prayers. You can say really long-winded
But
prayers.
the full prayer's like an hour.
Well, that is to meditate upon something to, you know.
Okay. That's not just the prayer. Okay, that's me.
Some people, really devout, will pray for days at a time. Yeah, so it's like any kind of prayer, really. You can sit reflectively for long periods of time, or you can just ask for a short-term blessing, or you can just give thanks, or beg for forgiveness, or beg that they don't look upon you.
I mean, Shiro thinks this looks like pretty holy, pretty sacred.
So Shiro gets
And I-
this kind of feeling as well, same as Sean does as he approaches close to it. He hears the whispers.
Yeah, I feel like we might actually be able to commune with the 8 here. I feel like we should light a candle and try to commune for an hour.
I really wish I had augury learnt right now.
We both get Shiro and Sean like start praying to the 8 and get raptured. Oh, good luck, guys. Bye.
I'm actually going back off a bit. It's like, community, yeah, no, nothing. I'll be over here.
Do you want to walk around the room then with your aura while you've got it, just to
Yeah,
make sure? Because that's
do I
not going
need-
to take very long.
Do I need to move my icon all the way around the room, Grail,
No,
or
it's
can you
fine.
just accept that I've walked all the way around the room?
It's fine in this situation. You can walk around the room, and you do not detect any traps.
Okay, there's no traps on this floor until we go and pray to the 8, and then all bets are off.
And then they'll all appear. Does anybody have a problem with us like praying for an hour here?
No. No.
Are there any
Shane will-
candles that are unlit at all?
There
Or
are no candles
they
that
all
are
melt?
unlit, but there are places for candles to be placed. There are a few like bubbling or once bubbled remains of wax that is
Oh,
has
okay.
run down.
Oh, so we don't even have any candles. Does anybody have candles?
I'm checking my backpack now. I've got 3.
You do?
Perfect.
Yeah.
What?
Can I buy one from you? He's a scholar. What do you think he's going to read?
Yeah, I need to read by night sometimes. The torch is a bit
Ah.
unwieldy.
Nice. Kukulein's got like some wax, but I don't have candles. I cut out the middleman. I didn't bring a wick.
I'm sure we could get some string and make a candle if we had to.
Nice shoelace will do.
Yeah, that's not a bad point. Would you? Okay, well, maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like
I'm fearing
Right.
cheery.
I'm
Take
gonna say,
the candles.
I'll give you a platinum piece for a candle.
Oh,
Since
hell yeah.
Since we've got platinum coming out our ears.
This scholar stuff's really starting to pay off.
We
Well,
should just
like,
set up a
it's-
business.
We've got more platinum than you can poke a stick at, but we've got 3 candles. Which has more value in this scenario?
Okay.
Maybe I should up it to 5 platinum then.
I'm not helping the cause, am I?
what are you doing?
You are welcome
so
to
do you-
you are
Yeah.
welcome to pray, but I am going to stand over here.
Oh, I think if you want to stand somewhere, you should probably stand near the exit, which is over here.
That's probably a good idea.
All right, let's move everybody over there, and
Yeah.
then anybody who wants to pray can pray. If they pray, they pray.
Zhang will
question is-
stand at a distance and make some notes.
Does
Just-
Alderan want to pray?
Aldrain, probably,
Alderan.
maybe.
She's clericy, but then
She
again,
is.
she's also probably smarter than us. And
I mean, that's for certain. She's not
intelligence
wiser, though.
17, wisdom dex 17.
Kukulain's a cleric. What's he do?
That's true.
Oh, Kuklain is a cleric, and he's got wax, but not a candle.
Well, we've only got 3
Uh,
candles, so we can only have 3 people praying.
Well, other people can pray; they just won't have a candle. And they might do that. Actually, that would make. There's no way that Kuklain wouldn't pray if Sean, his hero, is praying. So
Well, he can come and stand beside me and bolster my prayers.
yeah, he's like a chorus prayer.
Yeah.
Where did I put him?
Isn't that him up here in the top right?
It is.
So,
Oh, he's underneath my other token. Never mind. Because I had Minerva selected. He was underneath the green circle. Okay, Kukulin will come down here and pray beside Sean.
What is Robin, Senate, and Lenza doing?
Ooh, Senate will join the party that's crowded near the exit.
Also, that bless is worn off now.
So, what happens when we lose all the clerics in one fell swoop?
Bad
Everybody
things.
goes on without clerics, and the adventure gets tougher.
Oh, so much tougher.
Yeah.
No natural
Oh,
healing.
no.
Jen can remove
Yeah.
that blessing token marker as well.
Yep.
Okay, so this large mishmash of stone slash some kind of ceramic kind of structure festooned with candles and gems stands before you, misshapen, blobby, very unsymmetrical,
Excellent.
5 to 6 feet high, very wide. Whispers abound for those that are particularly attuned to them.
How many tiers does it have?
It's hard to tell because it's so lopsided and not put together in a logical progression. You know, there might be a tier here, a mezzanine level there, followed by another bit. It's not built up to be a tiered structure. It is kind of blobs, kind of all built
Interesting.
up on top of each other and next to each other and around each other, forming a fairly misshapen thing.
Okay.
Yeah, while this is happening, I'm gonna sort of talk to the other fighters and figure and see if they can see that sword I got from allegedly Sir Etienne. See if they think it feels funny. I might even ask King Ellen to see that if she has any arcane insight into it.
Okay.
Oh, arcane, can I learn arcane?
Nevin picks it up and goes, good. Heal with this. Hands it back.
Time to stop praying. Let's light up one of these candles.
Let's light up a candle.
Who is putting a candle upon it?
Sean will have a go. What's the worst can happen?
And Shira will do the same.
Both of you two can make a saving throw for me, please. Versus spells.
Here we go.
Good spell, right? You want to
Saving-
fail for good things, right?
Haha, Shira gets a natural 1.
Nothing to see here, boys.
Do we get any save modifiers?
Nah.
Boo. I fail too.
Actually, you do get a modifier. You get your wisdom modifier. If you have a look at your character sheet, I need to put the select tool on. If we
That's
get
a bonus of 3, isn't it? Is it? Spell
Yeah.
bonus.
spell bonus. That is your saving throw burst spells that you can use.
So is that right? The spell bonus?
Yes. It
Oh,
still
Not
fails
already
though.
included.
Still not enough for me, damn it. Missed by 1.
I mean, I rolled a 1, so it doesn't matter. My spell bonus is 2.
Cool.
But I think
Mine's
it's already-
3. I need 12.
Okay. Cuchulainn and Uldraine can also make a saving throw for spells, but they each have a -3 on the save.
-3.
I'm assuming that Shiro is adjacent to the thing since he is about to place a candle upon it.
Yeah, absolutely.
What does wisdom have? What does wisdom 17 give you?
Probably a 2.
Sorry, what was it? -3.
-3.
You are correct. So it's a -1.
Oh, why did that roll as Shiro? I had. Oh, because I just moved Shiro. Fuck. Whatever. I rolled an 18, which went to a 15, which I think succeeds. Cuchulainn, let me just find. Sure saves things.
Okay, so Uldraine fails. So Cuchulainn, just as Sean and Shiro are about to place the candles upon this thing, he believes he sees a ripple move through it, as though it is made of jelly and wibbling as a
Oh god,
petulant child touches it.
it's a monster. Maybe it's not natural.
Is he going to try and alert people?
Yes, he yells. Don't touch that.
Alright, at this point, I'm going to get him to roll a d20, and I'm going to get Sean and Shiro to roll a d20. Cuchulainn has to roll higher than both of them.
Now I'll roll it.
Okay, this is Cuchulainn's role, the true hero. Let's go, Cuchulainn. Let's go, buddy. You got this. 9. Okay, that's not good. Then we'll roll as Shiro. He rolls a 9. That's the same.
Roll again for the two of you.
All right.
Is Sean
we'll go
okay?
with Cuchulainn first again.
He has rolled faster than Sean.
Cuchulainn got a 17, and Shiro gets a 1.
Alright, Cuchulainn has
Cuchulainn.
yelled that out, that he believes it. Yeah, it's a wibble wobble jelly.
Sean will jump back.
Yeah.
Hopefully fast enough.
Yes, that's fine. Cuchulainn's warning was loud, vociferous enough, and quick enough to intercept you.
Whose bright idea was it to touch this thing?
Shiro's like, I don't know, it's like whispering to us.
Sean
I feel
will-
like it must have something to do with the 8 still.
Maybe, but the 8 aren't exactly benevolent dictators.
Well, they're not dictators at all. I think we should back up and shoot it with arrows and see if anything happens from that.
I was going to say we could throw a copper coin at it and see what happens.
Yeah, poke it. Poke it.
I forgot about the copper coin. The copper coin strategy.
I thought we only had platinum to throw at it.
Oh no, we have copper.
Oh,
I know, I don't have any copper anymore. I swapped all mine for gold.
I have 1 copper piece remaining.
Oh, it's more valuable than the platinum now.
Exactly.
I think we should back up then. Get our ranged weapons.
Cuchulainn, please move.
Oh yeah, he is getting way to the back.
Zhang will back up, drop his backpack, and bring out the sling.
Have
Oh.
red coins they could throw. They could be worthless.
Or they could be too much worth.
Who has Robin and Lenza? Kent has Lenza.
Yeah, bring them over here, maybe. Although they should probably build like a firing line.
Senates will also drop.
Actually, no one's controlling
backpack.
Robin at the moment, so I will
What happened last time we encountered slimes? I had
You
the
used
perfect spell
cure
for it.
disease and it destroyed. No.
Yeah.
It destroys green slimes.
Yeah. But is this a slime or is it an illusion?
Maybe.
It could be a bit of everything.
It could be a jelly. He said it kind of shook like a jelly, Kuglane
Should I
said.
cast a spell magic and see if it destroys the illusion?
Chaos based.
Ooh. I think
I'd
it's
hear the
cheaper to
commotion.
shoot an arrow at it.
You
Yeah.
reckon then?
In fact, I think what's cheapest is to throw a rock at it.
I
Since
have
we've got a sling.
copper piece.
Yeah, but
Well-
a sling bullet's pretty good.
This has a pistol and shield out, and it's ready to attack at
Anyway,
the alleged
Ultrain should move
candelabra.
back.
Senate will drop her backpack,
Go on, move.
line up, and ready a
Move.
shot.
Move this poor squish back.
Yeah,
She's got a longbow, so she can be pretty
she's
far.
fast.
And Canto, what are you doing with Lenza?
Oh, that's right. I've still got control of her. Let's say Lenza this whole time has like walked to this corner, dropped her backpack, and will ready a shot
Cool.
over here.
Let's drop a backpack
Yeah.
out there.
Ready some shots. That's the way. Actually, I'm gonna put this guy over here.
Let me just put some names on this. Alright, so there's a backpack for Lenza. Do you guys see that this says Lenza underneath it?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, it does.
Who else is dropping a backpack? Or a satchel?
Senate dropped hers here, and
Sean will go over here, drop his satchel off about there, and come back.
I think
Makes
Zhang
sense.
will also have dropped his backpack.
So they're all being dropped up in this.
What's
Yeah.
that?
That's
Oh
what-
yes, sorry. Kruber is up there as well. I forgot that Kruber carries a backpack. I was like, only Kuklane carries a backpack, and he's not taking it off.
So
But
Nevin,
yes.
Senate, Lenza. Who else dropped one?
Zhang,
Kruber.
Sean dropped one up there.
Cool.
Not Nevin.
Alright.
Nevin doesn't have a pack
That's cool.
because he's got eaten by a slime. Remember?
I do recall that. So I
I
have
thought
he-
you were given another one.
I have 5 backpacks up there. Is that all that were dropped?
And Nevin will.
I guess well.
Unless Eldraine wants to drop hers.
Is Ellen still at that close proximity?
Ellen is not afraid of a jelly.
The jelly. Those are delicious.
She eats hers with whipped
King
cream and
Ellen
cherries.
feels no fear.
All right.
Shall Sean sling a bullet at it and see what happens?
Yeah, absolutely. Or
Zheng.
Zhang. Yeah.
yeah,
Natural 1
Zheng.
point of damage. Alright, make your attack roll. It's not moving.
alright.
Distance will still play a part.
In that case, nah, we'll stick to here because
Yep.
this is
You're pretty close.
Too slow.
50.
Alright,
Oh,
Too slow.
the
got me.
stone hits it.
Nevin was waiting.
The stone hits it and bounces off. Tink. But the sound it makes is a slightly unusual sound, and it does not bounce as far as you would otherwise expect.
Uh-oh.
At this point, let me just
Did it bounce towards Ellen?
well, let's have a look. It went probably like this. Dunk. Dunk.
And I suggested it went from here.
Well, it went from Zhang, not from.
From Nevin.
Mhm.
All right.
Alright. Let me map layer, GM layer,
It vanished.
And it's a scary
GM
monster.
layer.
Oh no.
Map layer.
Ah!
Ah!
It was a scary
Card layer.
monster.
Token layer. Let's put it on the right layer. And let us then show the image which will appear in the chat window as it
What is that?
rises up about 12 feet, 13 feet, 14 feet, 15 feet, 11 feet. Who knows? It's tall, it's big, it's weird,
That doesn't look like a jelly, guys.
but it looks like it's rubbery.
It
Look
does.
at those thighs.
Just damn. There's
That
there's an arm there.
That looks like something out of Craig's.
I know, if Craig was playing tonight, he'd be running towards it, arms open wide. Probably have Creed playing in the background. Or
But I
some-
take it there's a whole lot of non-surprise since everybody's got ready to tackle and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not going to make you make surprise rolls, but you can all make initiative rolls.
Yep. Okay.
Alright.
Ooh, Kruber.
Where
my-
is Lindsay?
My things. Damn sheets, that's what I want. No, it's not. Where are my initiative markers? First sheets, that's where they are. Right. Okay. Cool. Has everyone rolled initiative,
Mm-hmm.
including for PCs that you are controlling? Canto?
Yep,
And
I've done Lenza.
Al and Aaron, cool. Fujiquan and Uldrain, cool.
Yeah, Uldrin's done.
Descending. Lenza is first.
Alright, well, Lenza had a shot ready, so she's gonna use it.
Go for it. That is a hit.
Good start.
Cool. Minerva.
Minerva is going to take a shot at it. Probably. Yep. Range. Does a 3 hit it?
A 3 does hit it. The arrow strikes it. Thunk. Into the body. Boom. Alright.
Yeah, max damage. Let's go.
Uldrain.
Nothing happened to the damage bar. That's scary.
She doesn't have a magical weapon.
Oh.
Uldrin is going to cast Bane.
Go
I only
for it.
say that, or Reverse Bless.
Yes. I knew what you meant. Hypatia. Do we have a Hypatia?
Alan, you might be muted.
He's off trying to find some jelly, whipped cream, and cherries.
Vok off. He has no voice.
Okay, so
Oh, right. He wants. You're just going to shoot your pistol.
you may take your attack.
But it's not magical, Al. Oh well. Bam!
But it is spectacular.
It is spectacular, exactly. Who knows? Maybe it'll scare it. It makes a lot of noise.
Feel free to roll that attack. It does not look to be armored. You're nice and close to it. You can type those questions in the chat as well. If you're still there, feel free to make your attack. There we go.
Oh. That's
Alright.
a damn good shot.
It is a really good shot, and you would expect that this would have taken the head off many creatures, but the shot, the bullet, the slug, seems to strike into the creature, distend and indent its form, and then gets flung back out of the body.
God.
Vash is up next. Also, it doesn't really have a head for you to take off anyway. Yep, damn it.
It's getting into glorious melee range.
Cool. Zhang.
I've learnt my lessons from last time. No glorious melee. Just another sling.
Go for it. That is a hit, and much like Hypatia's shot from her pistol, the sling bullet strikes the creature and seems to bounce. Shiro.
Me yet?
Hiru does not have a magic weapon.
Wowzers, does no one have magic weapons in this party?
My characters don't have magic weapons. Other people have magic weapons. I'm just going to go over here. I mean, he's just watched that happen. He's like, nope. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Ellen
4,
has an
5.
awesome magic weapon.
And
You gotta
remember,
move over
I have
here.
ruled,
I'm here with that.
yeah, remember I have ruled that the striking spell makes the weapon count as magic.
True, but he doesn't have that either. So he's just gonna move. That's it.
And I think there's at
You're
least
done.
one character that has 2 magic weapons.
Oh, there's a bunch, actually.
Nevin.
Nevin can only move 15 feet and attack, can't he?
Correct. Because he
So-
suffers an imposition.
Yep.
And I don't think he can attack from there, because that's more than 10 feet.
Don't worry,
So
it will probably close to melee.
Oh, but yeah, but not in time for me to hit it. Unless I can ready an action, can't I?
You can, but not if you move. Maybe you'll be lucky and it'll choose you, because you're big and juicy.
No, because I'll move to here, and then, what is it? Can I fight defensively or
Sure.
whatever it is?
You can
Harry,
dodge or you can parry. Parry, yep.
I will parry.
Nevin, Sean is up next.
Sean is going to cast Silence, because I think I don't know if it'll have some sort of an attack. Did it look like it had a mouth?
It has mouths that seem to be forming and going away and then reforming. As
Yeah,
its arms
Oh.
and tentacles and all the like seem to form and move and undulate.
I'm going to cast Silence on it because I can hear it. I can just see it screaming and it causing us all to take sonic damage or something.
Cool. After Sean, it will be Dorian Sondaro. Excuse me.
Okay, can anyone hear me? No?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, good. Oh, that'll be fun, the recording. Dorian cast a spell.
What spell?
Magic Missile.
Cool. Ellen,
Big wacky stick.
you can move up into melee range and attack it. You just need to get to here. since it occupies this square. Alright. Go for the whack.
Magic stick.
It wasn't armor, was it?
No. Well, that is an unfortunate.
Ah.
Ellen moves in, wielding the Mace of Iron Leaves. It's very large and heavy, cumbersome, and she trips as she comes forward, and an errant tentacle that seems to be getting formulated from this blubbery mass seems to whip out and flick you almost completely by accident. You take a point of damage. Jaquan, the good thing is, it may not even have noticed you're there.
That's true. Jaquan goes. 2. Jaquan's just going to move forward and parry.
Cool. Enemy magic, there is none. Allied NPCs, we have a bunch.
Yes.
Senate, Robin, Kukulain, yes, still.
Senate will move forward and shoot her bow.
Excuse me, go for it. Remember when you are firing your weapons to keep tally of the ammunition that you use.
Yep.
I don't think people have been recording Senate's ammunition use. She is listed as having 19 shots, 19 quarrels. Still.
Oh. Alright, I'll keep track of that.
That is
Ooh,
a miss.
She has a quiver of replenishment, apparently.
Mm-hmm. The blue
What does that
circle.
do?
Well, she doesn't. That's just Henry making a comment that her ammunition is not decreasing.
Okay. You got me there.
Yes, every round, the exact number of arrows she shoots replenishes back into her quiver.
Alright. My minions are done.
Yester will begin to cast a spell, I think. What spell will she
Nice.
cast today?
Something insanely powerful to one-hit kill this thing. Please.
Or hold person on all of you so she can escape as it eats you,
Or invisibility.
which she can also cast. No, excuse me, I shouldn't have drunk that Pepsi so quick. She will cast Magic Missile. Cool. Okay. Enemies. Let's just see how it goes.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moo.
Alright. It seems to form 2 tentacles and 4 claws, but its mouths seem to fade this round. It is going to lash out at Nevin with a tentacle. You're wearing armor at the moment, Nevin?
Yeah, Nevin's armor is
Armor.
6.
Alright, it hits armor class 4.
Which I get a bonus and parry. What's that, my strength bonus?
Yes. Yep.
Oh, so that's like 3.
Alright. It misses you then.
Oh, I love this
Nice!
parry idea.
It will then swing a tentacle at Jaquan as well.
Cool. Oh shit. He's got -2 AC. I guess that -13 hits him.
Yep, the natural 20 says as the tentacle lashes around him, crushing him in the process. He takes a 7 damage minus 1 DR and has to make a saving throw versus paralysis, or it is really getting intimate with him.
27. He's got to make a saving throw versus paralysis.
So you can just click on the save
That
versus
one.
paralysis.
Yeah. Yep. He makes it.
Cool. He is not
He says
grabbed.
no.
He said, I've seen enough hentai and I'm not Craig.
Yeah, exactly.
It moves forward as it does,
I'm so daddy.
and it's going to make a claw attack against Ellen.
I'm not even here.
That's not how you stealth. Yelling at it's not how you stealth.
It hits you for 7 damage. It then makes a claw attack against Nevin for 5 damage. It
Oh,
makes a
gee,
claw attack
okay.
against Vash.
Ooh.
It hits for 2 damage. It makes a claw attack against Jaquan. And it hits for 7 damage.
Oh, okay. That's okay. That's okay.
It's easy.
We're getting beaten up a bit.
Also, the minor wound, the very minor nick that it had previously, slowly starts to knit back.
Alright.
Get
Time
in
to
there
go.
and get it, Hypatia. Fuck. No, nobody's attacked it yet.
PC magic goes off. So we had a Bane, we had a magic missile, and we had a silence.
Mm-hmm. The silence will be targeted on the monster, I guess. Oh. No, I might target Nevin.
Okay.
That way, it won't be quite as problematic, potentially.
Okay. I'm assuming
15th.
I'm assuming he lets it get cast upon him. He does not try to resist.
He'll try to resist, I guess. He should. He hates magic.
This is true. He doesn't like it when Sean plays meat puppets with him.
Nope.
At least that's what he tells everybody. Make your roll to resist.
What's a saving throw versus
spell.
spells?
Yep. Meanwhile, Uldraine's magic missile, Bane goes off, and Dorian's magic missile.
Go for it, Nevin.
Make a spell resistance check, Dorian. So you got to roll percentile dice.
I'm good.
And I'm guessing that
So,
Gaskell will as well.
Oh. It's got 60% spell resistance. And if you want to check, you can check it. Video mark 58 minutes. Your spell fails to affect it. The Bane spell goes off. Bane is not targeting it, so it will be under the influence of it. Allies magic. Yeah, still. Someone roll D% for her as well. See if her spell.
I guess that should be me.
Sure. Do it.
Yeah, Yestil's magic missile also does not affect it.
Wow.
So inside that circle is a
Silent spell.
silence spell.
End of round. Lenza is up.
Shoot it again, Lenza.
That's you, Canto.
Oh, bloody hell, I keep forgetting. Here we go. Let's
move
get a
over
new
here
angle.
and shoot. And then
Yeah.
you don't have the negative.
Thinking the same
She can
thing.
move 20, so she can go here if you want.
Elves. Fleet of foot.
Fleety foot. Alright. Let's use that longbow again. Ooh.
Take a point of damage.
As Lenza goes past Dorian, whose spell fizzles again, and Dorian flails his arms about in exasperation and frustration, he flicks Lenza in the eye.
Oh, Lender's out of arrows.
What? There's no possible way that's true.
Unless there's something in the backpack.
Her quiver is 100% full. Because she was carrying spare arrows. She gave a quiver to Sean
She
last
has
session.
20 arrows
she
in her
has.
backpack.
So I just have to go to her backpack. Oh, it's all the way up there.
She also has the Rod of Lineage, which allows her to cast Magic Missile as a first level spellcaster once per day.
She should have a
Ah.
full quiver.
She does in her backpack.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
she
just
should
got-
have a full quiver equipped.
Yeah, she would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minerva is up next.
Alright, just switch this bonk.
Minerva moves to here and says, "Canto, give me your polearm.
And
We need
Kanto's-
to use magic weapons."
And Zhang's like, "Who's this Kanto you're talking about?"
Jang,
Huh? Hey, that's me.
I hear a fourth wall being broken
this,
somewhere.
this glaive won't work. Give me yours. And Minerva like drops a glaive next to you. Anyway,
Jang-
that's what she does.
Oh, it's not my turn. Okay, I'll wait.
There's a glaive.
It's huge.
It is. It's short and stubby. All drained.
All blade, no pole.
What's the range on enlarge?
And large. I mean, it's not the size that matters, is it?
5 feet per level.
I have to get my books now.
It says object or creature that is in visible range.
Yes.
But then it's visibility. Can you see them?
It just says range is 5 feet per level, and then the other one says, the text says within visible range. Anyway, Uldrain wants to cast enlarge on Kruber.
Okay, so what it means is it has a range of 5 feet per level, but you have to be able to see it.
Yeah, okay. So what level is Uldrain?
Like third, I think.
She is
so she'll
third.
need to move. She can move to here though. She moves 20. Oh, actually, it moves more than 20 feet. I think.
Yes, but if she
Even
wants to
with
cast a
movement.
spell which causes an imposition.
Oh, I meant even with an imposition.
Yes,
She's gonna-
oh yes, because she's a monk.
Yeah, she's a monk and an elf. She's real fast.
So she can move, so does she have more than 40 feet base movement?
Her base move is 50,
Okay, so she could potentially move
so
25.
25 feet.
to there and then cast enlarge on
Jacquard.
Krubus. Jaguan.
Mhm.
Okay, that's what's happening.
Cool. There will then be Hypatia.
Put a pistol
I'm
away,
closer.
light a sword,
Hit it with
and
your
let's turn. Well, I would if I had three in position. Someone had three in positions.
Yep. that's
True.
Cool. There will then be Vash.
I'll just
Gosh.
smash.
Go for it.
Attempt to smash. Slap, I mean.
Well, you hit it. You spanked those cheeks.
Did he
Does she
like
get-
it?
Does she get +2 damage for being unarmed?
Oh, I just
Are cutting weapons good?
Oh my god!
let me put the right amount of damage on there.
Oh my god! I thought it was like that wasn't that hard. Come on now.
I didn't type the minus in front of it. I just typed the number.
The number. Yep.
The greatest slap of all the ages.
Just instead of going circle minus enter, it just became your damage was its hit points. You hit it and you take a chunk from it, and there's this kind of spray of this yellowish, brackish, bluish, kind of gooey substance. Zhang.
Zhang,
Minerva is trying to grab your pole.
yeah. Zhang looks away but hands the pole to Minerva. A tear rolls down his face.
I mean, she can use the quarter stuff if you prefer. I figured you want to hand it over the pole arm.
Oh, it still hurts.
So let me get this right. You're taking his Guando.
Yes.
Guando of missing.
I thought you wanted the magical iron staff.
I want a magic weapon. Whichever.
Oh,
do you
yeah,
have a
you,
magic
you,
weapon?
you, the Guando is not magic. Here, have the iron staff.
Which is why I was
Ah.
thinking this will be interesting if he hands you the Guando.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Thanks. He's even better. Big stick.
Sure.
Shiro's going to continue to move around. Go, guys! You guys got this. Coordinate. Yeah.
Be over here by the exit.
Nevin of Nowhere.
Nevin of Nowhere is going to dish out some nothing. A whole lot of nothing.
He's going to parry still, is he?
No. Equipped with nothing. Hit modifier. There's no bonus to hit.
Nope.
No bonus to damage yet. Oh yeah!
Cool.
Take. What's that? Double damage.
28. If it takes bludgeoning damage. Let's find out.
Right. Your blow seems to be far less imposing than you would have otherwise hoped. Not only does it feel like it is resisting the blow somewhat from its rubbery substance, but you don't seem to believe that it has any critical spots that you can strike.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yep.
Well, try that.
That is also a hit. Sean.
He's going to cast Prayer, because it sounds like it might be needed.
Cool.
Bro, we need striking. We need striking real bad.
Dorian Sandaro.
I don't have it. Sorry.
Special missile.
Okay. Ellen.
I'm stunned, right?
Stunned? No.
Oh, okay. After I rolled my attack last time,
You
it
took-
said I was stunned because of the net.
Oh, yes, because of it. Sorry, you are correct. It has special wording. Yes, yes.
So you're just there.
That's that weapon. Yes, you are stunned.
Still here.
Is your Quan?
Jaquan is going to attack it. Jeez.
He's got javelins of lightning even.
I know, but he's also got his Ranceur that he loves using.
He does. He loves to penetrate things.
He does.
Normally after a few drinks. That's a hit.
Stab. And he stabs it again. Oops.
Does stabbing appear to be more effective than bludgeoning?
It does. Great big gouges in it. Enemy magic, there is none. Allied NPCs. Yayestal is going to move to there.
Suddenly there's a whole bunch of Latoads.
Cool.
Latoad right in the thick of it there.
He is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Senate
And there's
will
6 of him.
another
How did that happen?
from her bow.
4.
Because that's what he does.
Gives you 4.
Oh, does it? Sorry. Okay, so there's 5 of him.
Senate misses, although she has to reload her crossbow anyway. So that's what she's
Oh,
doing.
true. Okay, she's reloading.
There is also Robin, and there is Kukulane.
Yeah, Kukulane's good. He's chilling by the portal.
Cool. Yep, that is exactly Latoad, except he's far cooler than whoever that guy in the orange pants is.
He is.
Naruto.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that what the guy is?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's go.
I haven't even watched Naruto and I know. Come on.
Alright, let's see what it pawns this round.
Hopefully lots of claws and no tentacles.
3 tentacles, 1 claw, no mouths.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure that's a good thing because I'm sure that Fangfill Moor is going to be nasty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Its
Oh,
blows,
you regenerated a lot.
its wounds start to knit. All right, it
Yeah,
has many targets. Let's see who will. Oh, Nevin hit it a lot. It tries to.
Rated Kruber.
This is true.
Very true.
This is true. But I was.
You can't hear me scream anyway.
Oh, the bad lento.
Yeah, Nevin's like waving his stick around. This is bullshit. We can't hear anything.
Let me just quickly, because Oz just wanted to know why we're playing without him.
Because we always, this party always waits when there's a man down.
So yes,
Yeah.
Jaquan did hit it, but so did Nevin. So the two of you are copying it. I was just starting to the top and working my way around. So don't worry.
He's coming next.
Alright, so that should placate Oz until he rage quits. So, yes, it's going to attack Nevin with a tentacle.
I'll get some.
Armor class 3 for 3 bludgeoning damage.
Yep,
Saving throw versus paralysis, please.
I'm working on it.
Oh. Oh no.
Ooh.
You are grabbed and wrapped up.
What's
So
that
let us.
do?
It's still wrap and hold of you. So let us put upon you. I need a tentacle icon token.
Oh, is he
marker.
doing -1 damage for the Bane? And -1 to hit for the Bane?
He wasn't. I forgot to do that. So
Ah,
you get a hit point back. It still did do that. It will then try and lash Jaquan. I'll put -1 in there.
oh, you found it
Minus 1.
tentacles.
Oh, how many tentacles did I have? I had 3 tentacles, didn't I? And 1 claw.
Mhm.
Yep. So Jaquan gets hit. That was
Oh.
including the -1.
Yep.
So it takes 6 damage. Saving throw versus paralysis. Or be hentai monstered.
I don't want to be anti-monster. There's my save versus paralysis, so I can just click on this. That'll do. Oh, yes!
You are good.
No! It's pushing the tentacles away.
It's going to
Come
try.
on, where's the sense of adventure?
It's going to try and wrap its other tentacle around Jaquan.
Aw.
Since he avoided
Oh, Jaquan.
class 3.
That misses.
It's then going to try and claw at. Let's roll for it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just think there's like
It
5
swipes.
Latoads there.
Yes, I only counted Latoad once because he's small, hasn't done anything yet, but still it swiped at him and took one of his mirror images away.
Woo! Good job, Latoad. He's doing his part.
PC magic. So there was another magic missile by Dorian.
See if I actually can penetrate the spell resistance. I can actually do that.
Nope.
Nope.
There was a spell by Eldraine, Enlarge.
The Kruber is
He's-
enlarged.
He has become a green sphere. That's
No,
by
that's
Sean.
not Kruber. That's Sean. I'll change it to the other color because it's less
Mhm.
less annoying.
Cool.
How does that?
Cool. So you have enlarged Jikruba.
Mm-hmm.
How big does it make him?
I had it open a second ago. Where
The
are we?
spell causes instant growth and corresponding increase in weight of a single object or creature that is in visible range. This increases the creature's size by 20% per cast level, and up to 3 times the original size of the creature. The effect of the spell is halved on non-living objects with 10% per level, but a maximum of double the original size. Blah 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 blah. Magical item properties are not affected by the spell. For instance, a wand has the same function. Blah 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 blah. Objects do become stronger or heavier, so that a small rock gains the weight of an appropriately sized one, and a person enlarged will have a strength appropriate to his size, as an ogre or any of the various giants, for example, with corresponding strength adjustments. He's already as strong as some ogres. Alright, I'll just say, because it's fairly...
He's 60% bigger.
He is. I'll say that his weapon is going to go up 1 die step. So instead of being 1d10, actually, his Rancert is 1d8 plus 1.
Yep.
He'll go to 1d10 plus 1, and he'll have plus 1. He'll go to strength 19, which will be plus 3 hit plus 4 damage. So he won't get any bonus to hit, but he will get 1
Just
extra
plus
bonus to
1
damage.
Nice. Excellent.
He is now taking up a 10 by 10 area, though.
Okay.
So I will make him larger.
Can I just count it as plus 2 damage because it makes it easier on the die roll? Then I don't have to redo his.
Okay,
D.
sure. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright. What you have done, though, is successfully made a far juicier target.
Oh yeah.
There was no other PC magic, allies magic. Yestal did a normal move. She's not casting this round. End of round, Lenza.
Pew, 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 pew. That's you, Kanto.
Yep. There's so many big objects now in the way.
Yeah, well, you can
Yes.
always move in and get a better line if you want.
Yeah, sneaking over to here. So the word is that I have a second quiver on my body.
Definitely.
So I'm just gonna start feeding off that and continue shooting.
Nice.
Nice.
That is a hit. A nice hit. Alright. Minerva.
Oh. Minerva's like, dang it. Bludgeoning weapons don't seem to be particularly useful or whatever. She's going to walk up to here and parry.
Cool. It'll then be Aldrain.
Aldrain is going to move back and cast Bless.
Cool.
Actually, no, she's not, because she doesn't have Bless, does she? Hang on, let me just check what she's got. Oh no, she does have 2 casts of it, so she's going to cast her second cast of Bless.
Cool. It'll then be Hypatia. There's a great big Jaquan backside in your
Yep.
face at the moment.
I still make it to here. Go slash that bitch. Get it.
Okay, that's a bit more hopeful, Jones. I'm still in the range of thing. That'd be really nice. Also, I snidely remarked to whatchamacallit, Crew was saying, "Oh come on, you're overcompensating already with a polearm. Get over it."
I'm undercompensating with this polearm.
Alright, let's see if we can actually do something to be nice. No modif. No, is anyone here with us? Yes. When it got hit with a poleaxe, did it do any extra damage?
Don't know.
It seemed to, maybe, possibly.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you can.
Just let Grail do it. If it takes
Yep.
+2, he can work it out. It's fine.
Alright, number first. Can I hit something?
At this point, just because I'm also
No.
a prick. At times, not always, but at times.
Oh, curse sword time.
Don't be modest,
Uh-oh.
Grail. We know it's most of the time.
It grows
What is
carapace.
that? Oh, come on now.
Oh no!
I don't think the charisma is going to be an issue.
Only takes half damage. Oh, that sucks.
Oh.
Okay, what's your second
Why
attack
have you
do?
done this?
That is a hit. But your blow seems to be deflected somewhat by
Take into account on both those rolls the bless that you
prayer.
have, the prayer,
+1.
+1 to attack and damage, so that AC 6.
Oh. I didn't know prayer. Okay, sorry, I didn't know prayer wasn't in order yet.
Yep, that's what the big glowy disc is.
Oh. Right,
So the
well, in that case.
the first attack still misses. Second attack does still hit. It does
12
an extra point
damage.
of damage.
Nice.
Oh, it's something.
Yeah.
It's rubbery, but also seems to be like covered in a carapace. As it
You can hear
Mutates.
it bouncing around inside the carapace.
mutates further. Vash.
I can swing over Lato.
It will be
Right.
-1 to hit.
You can just step to the
Oh,
side.
I just step then. Bless you.
Bless you.
Yeah, you can just go
Thank
10
you.
feet to the south and swing.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
block off
skilled
every
in prayer.
avenue for Lenza, okay?
Oz did say Lenza better not die. How can he die if he is not engaged?
Ah,
I'm
it's
under
me at
prayer,
the
am I?
wheel.
Yep, you're under prayer.
Oh yeah.
Prayer goes all the way down to like here.
Oh.
You swing, you miss.
Ow.
Zhang.
Very hard. Alright, well, Zhang walks over and picks up Minerva's bladed weapon. His
Okay,
glaive.
cool. Shiro.
What does Shiro want to do? Shiro's just going to keep moving down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Shiro just moves over to here.
Nevin, you are wrapped around with a tentacle. It is squeezing.
Can I do anything other than escape? Can I attack it, or do I have to make a save to escape?
You can try and attack still. It just feels like it's, reaching places you would prefer it not to reach.
Yeah, but if I can hit it,
Go for it. You have -2 on the attack roll.
okay, so -2, which means it's only -1.
Mm-hmm.
Damage modifier is +1.
That's a hit.
Does that hit?
It does.
And if that works,
Mhm.
why not do it again? Because that didn't work.
Oh,
I mean, who knows? It was pretty effective.
Sean is up next.
Sean is going to. I think he's just going to take a step to the side here and shoot it with his bow.
Go for it. It suddenly flings Nevin up as a shield, using him, breaking him to prevent the damage.
Oh, fair enough. Well, chances are I'll miss anyway, so should be fine. Hit modifier, whoops, it'll be 1, not Q.
That is a hit.
Nice.
I better take an arrow off, hey?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Grail doesn't
Dorian.
like it when you forget that.
Dorian Sundaro. Well, you know,
Retreat
part
to
of,
the
part,
gate.
of, part of the whole point with this tower is that it is a attrition.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Management of resources is critical. Alright, Dorian has retreated. Ellen, you are
I'm back,
unstunned.
bitches. It's Ruku.
Well, prove it.
Wacky stick.
You'll need to
You'll
step
have to
5
take
foot.
a step forward if you want to hit it.
Oh, it moved.
It
Well,
did.
I was stunned.
Yep. It was like, you're no threat. You're more of a threat to yourself.
Prayer didn't reach me over there, did it?
Prayer
It
is
does. It did.
the prayer is the big kind of creamy circle around you.
Shall I change it to make it slightly dark?
Oh, I was too zoomed in to even see that.
There's more beige, I guess, than cream, which is probably
So that's
better
just a
because
+1 to
hit and
to the-
damage.
Does that make it better for you?
Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
Plus 1
But
hit and
Brett a
damage.
Nurgle right there.
Yeah, that's right. Papa Nurgle.
You know what? I should just go.
That is a poor attack roll.
At least it wasn't a 1 this time.
Nope.
And but it says I'm stunned for the next round because of the damage. I got in that one. Is that really
You didn't
big?
get no, you didn't get that one. You rolled a
Okay.
2. Your D20 roll was a 2.
There's a little red box appears around the
Hang on.
number if you roll the
I
one.
think it was
I think
because
it did it for the damage.
yeah, in the damage one I rolled
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's fine. Let me just check something though. Let me have a look at
No ripping and crunching for me.
Ace of Iron leaves. Group handouts, items, built by group. It's only on the natural one that you are stunned. Yep.
Yeah, they're not on the damage. You're not stunned.
Not only
You're-
okay, only on.
Jaquan,
That's okay then.
he is big.
He is big. He is going to hit. He is going to stab. He must destroy. Where's that rancer? There it is.
That'd be a good colour for this.
He's got 3 extra here.
There we go. That's slightly better.
Oh,
That
that's pretty
is-
big.
Ooh.
That is a big blow.
That's serious chunkage, and he will
Come
try that
on.
again.
Rinse and repeat.
Let's go, rancer.
Keep doing
Remember, if it's dead, it can't hit us back.
Ah, chomp, chomp.
Oh, yes.
Uh-oh. No!
No.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 30 damage. I was like, that's
Damage 30.
much worse.
Hey, Nevin would survive it. He'd probably be the only one.
So 30 feet.
Yeah. Damn it. I think I just walked into that. Yeah.
Yep.
Do I,
Oh, I'm just in it.
do
Oh.
I have any modifiers for this?
Nope.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, we
Being on
get
the
+1.
edge doesn't like
from
minus.
the
We get
prayer.
+1 from prayer.
oh, okay. Well, I did not do that.
Oh, yeah. Nevin just eats that for breakfast. Oh,
I don't
his
think it would have
Ultramarine
hit.
is just out of that range. And then her bless goes off afterwards.
Ooh, I'm good.
Wait, how much damage is it?
Oh, hang on a second. It didn't die. I forgot to. It was taking half damage.
Yeah.
So ignore that explosion and pretend it's
Oh
not
my
gonna
God.
happen.
Oh.
Well, I know where I'm going.
Run!
Hang on, let me check what that...
Because I didn't apply half damage for the bunch of the last attacks. So
Yep.
that should have been.
Oh, yeah. Stupid blessings.
Oh, well. Minerva doesn't know. She's still going to close with it and smack it.
Maximum of 8 damage, guys. It's
So-
not the end of the world.
So pretend that you just got a little bit of prescience. The gate were happy and gave you an insight into what might happen. Nothing to see here, boys and girls, and small furry animals. So Jaquan's, then enemy magic, then allied NPCs. Which allied NPC is now beating a hasty retreat?
No, he's gonna stab it.
Go for it.
He finally got up to it.
Go for it, Latoad.
Oh, he crits it, but it can't be critted.
It cannot, but it is.
Would have been glorious.
Would have been glorious.
So then there is also Senate.
Senate is gonna take a shot, even with all those. So
Is Senate's weapon magical?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Is it?
No,
I
I
don't
think
think
the
it
is.
was. Yeah, was a question.
Also, Senna can only shoot every second turn.
Yeah,
as a
that's why
side
she reloaded last round after I pointed it
okay.
out to him.
Yeah.
Cool.
That is a hit, but it does no damage because no, it is not magical.
Didn't think so.
Bounce.
Ah.
Bad guy.
Kukulane. Is he doing anything?
Kuglane's hiding up in the corner. He's just
Enemies. Alright.
He's just like, this is bad news, guys. Like, why?
At least it didn't heal much.
I mean, when it's only taking half damage, that's.
Oh, it still hasn't got any
Oh,
bites.
thank goodness.
Okay.
Oh, thank Christ for that.
However, the tentacle around Nevin remains and automatically squeezes him for 4 points of damage, minus 1 DR.
Nice.
Does
So
it get
3.
-3? Yeah.
What's that, sorry?
It loses 1 for the
Prayer.
the prayer,
Yep, the Bane, sorry.
the bane and the prayer, so it loses 2.
Mhm.
So it's only 2 damage.
It's going to then attack with its tentacle. It's going to go for Jaquan. Whoops, let's see, cancel then.
Have we been taking that bane damage off the whole time?
I have been. It's already
Okay.
been getting applied. So
Okay.
it misses Jaquan with its tentacle
Yeah.
and has 2 claws. It is going to attack Jaquan with a claw. Hitting armor class 1 for 2 damage. So his DR
Dang
will
it.
bounce that.
Oh, yes. Woo!
And then it will attack with its other claw. It's going to go for Vash. It's been rolling really badly.
Bad.
I mean,
really
not
bad.
quite as bad as Ellen, though.
Well,
Or-
it has because it's been
or
3
you
rounds.
insult, yeah.
3 rounds and hasn't gotten a bite attack yet.
Yeah, but it's getting pretty heavily penalised too.
Doesn't
None of
matter.
us
The
are
number
joking.
of attacks, I mean.
Yeah, the number of attacks it's been. Yeah, hasn't had a bite attack. Give me a bite attack, damn it. I mean, granted, it's what 1d3 minus 1, but it should have at least got 2 rounds with bite attacks. Anyway, PC magic. Was there any magic? I don't think there was this round.
Yes, there was a bless from Uldren, wasn't there?
All drained.
There was.
And it goes. Does that get Kruber if he's half in the box?
I'll say yes.
Alrighty, so everyone in that box gets a bless.
Lenza is up next.
Alright.
Which is
You are
+1.
succeeding in your quest to make things hard. So I guess we'll thread the needle. And actually back up like a step. Alright, I'll shoot a bow from here.
Go for it. That is a hit. Lens has been on fire.
Yeah.
Minerva.
Minerva is going to come into here
Mhm.
and swing with the stick, which I didn't make a macro for. I'm just going to count it as the ancient glaive at the moment.
You can just give it a hit and damage modifier,
I think it's like +2 magic weapon.
or just roll d20 and see what happens.
Okay. So, yep. You know what? Let's just do that. Let's roll a d20.
Do it the old school
I was
way.
using the ancient glaive, but
Yeah.
screw that.
Just do it the old school way.
What did I roll?
A 1.
A 1. I take a point of damage. See?
Yep. You trip
Problem
over,
solved.
you trip over the tentacle that's holding on to Nevin.
She's never used this before. She's like, oh, it's so much heavier than I was expecting.
You see Nevin turn to you and just hold out his hand and mouth, "Give it to me, you noob."
Eldraine is up.
Zhang quietly has a chuckle to himself.
Eldraine.
It's not Zheng that's the problem. It's clearly the weapons he's using.
It's the weapon, the tool, not the user.
See, it's totally not my fault.
Yeah.
Does she have a magic bow or anything?
No.
No, nothing really that useful.
Yeah, she just walks off. She doesn't have to do something.
Well, yeah, you say that.
He does.
Like,
I'm gonna move. Oh, yeah, she'll walk off up here.
Cool. Then it'll be Hypatia. Go now. If you're talking, we can't hear you.
Kill it.
he's
Kill
actually he's
Kill it.
muted at the moment in Discord.
Alright, try that. That's better.
That's why I said if he's talking, we can't hear him.
Okay, try and hit something. And I'm gonna press, so it's
Plus
1
2.
damage. Hidden damage.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
That is a hit.
Do it again. Do it again.
That is also a hit.
Fortunately, I don't think it's taking that +2 damage for slashing anymore.
After Hypatia, it is Vash.
Also, I'm gonna try and smash it again.
Go for it.
Make it explodey.
Because you
Don't
thought
forget
that
you get
sounded
plus
really cool and delicious. It was like it was exploding in like
It's
junket.
right into your mouth.
It was like,
Nom, nom,
yeah.
nom.
Self-serve junket.
Oh,
You slap those cheeks again.
Did you add the +2 to damage and the +2 to attack on that?
Oh, I only did +2 to attack and +1 to damage.
+2 damage as well.
Cool. Zhang.
Alright, so Zhang will just hang. Oh, should he?
ancient glaive doesn't do damage, so
And your
Like-
glaive doesn't do much either, from memory. So,
the
That's what
glaive
you-
does not.
That's what you were saying. The ancient glaive. That's the one he dropped.
oh, okay, that is the one he dropped. All right, I'm
That's
just gonna.
why he dropped it. It's like, this is useless. You have it. I'll
He'll
trade you
just like,
this useless weapon for your really cool weapon.
I feel a Goosebrosion coming on, like I'm in
Yep.
some Nickelodeon awards show.
It's okay, he wasn't in range of it anyway.
Yeah, no, Zhang's gonna just hang back.
It
Sure.
can be bigger, you know. It's not necessarily 30 feet.
Ooh,
It can be up to 40 feet.
I'll keep going then. I'm here for you guys. I'm here. Don't worry.
Vera continues doing exactly what he's been doing. Meandering.
Nevin.
Nevin will pound it with his stick as usual. In
Perfect.
true hentai fashion.
-2.
-2, which is 0 because we've now got Bless as well.
That is a miss.
How about this?
That is a hit.
Oh, that's big damage.
Yes. What a hit.
Alright. After
He
Nevin,
does so much damage.
it's Sean.
Sean will try shooting it with his bow.
Blink.
-1 to hit from there. But I'm assuming you just take a 5-foot step to the side.
I will take a 5-foot step to the side. Why not?
Yep.
Not have a penalty anymore.
Nope. That is a miss. Dorian still retreating.
Yeah, he doesn't have any spells left.
Ellen, you will,
Look.
this is your moment. All the everything else, like
Oh,
and in years to come, you'll say it was wailing on the group. It had been undamaged, and you stepped up and with a single strike.
I mean, she hasn't seen
Moat.
any of the battle because she's been stunned otherwise.
Yes.
moted with a single blow.
But am I gonna die if I hit it?
Probably.
Hey, better.
Do it anyway.
So
Have you got more than 8 hit points left?
Yeah, do you have more than 8 HP?
Yes.
Well,
Hmm?
how did it do 0 damage? That's not
It is
0.
because
That's
There's some
upload.
extra
Because-
addition,
Okay,
something
it's
going on.
Oh, because I put plus. I
Yeah,
put
'cause
a
you put-
plus one.
the way that the macro works, if there's a double plus, it screws everything up. So,
Oh, sorry.
that's all right. So
Whoa.
everybody, I
20.
guess, take this as a moment to
General note.
understand Roll20's inability to math. That when you have a positive modifier, you just
You
add
just
the
put in
number.
the number. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have hit, and you have actually done 21 damage.
22 damage, isn't it?
22
yeah, with
damage.
with the bless.
Half.
I mean, with the prayer.
And it would have been half for a bludgeoning weapon, but it's a cutting weapon as well. And then it gets half for having a carapace, which still does more damage than is needed.
Now we gotta understand is it
Glorious.
actually does D8 per point of damage that it went over by.
No.
35 feet this time.
Ah, but it's less damage. Win!
I like that.
Is that just to get Lenza? Oh no, Lenza's out of it. Okay, never mind.
He's
Oh,
free.
Let's get the net show.
Why does it get me? No,
And I get a 1 modifier, right? From prey. Correct.
Oh yes,
Oh.
just prayer.
okay.
Does the what is it, reverse bless and prayer affect it?
No,
So this isn't affected by prayer or the reverse bless.
no, because it's not damage; it's inflicting upon you. It's kablamo.
It's
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like
okay.
your spell.
Still get a,
It's
still
like
a plus.
it's like if it casts a spell, the damage isn't applied to the spell.
yeah. So it's 5 regardless.
Yes,
No, fair enough.
Oh, I haven't selected anything.
Ellen
I
is
was
good.
In prayer range.
But
sure
we
it's
do get a
good.
bonus to our saving throw from prayer. Don't forget.
Good.
Hey, nice.
All right.
No.
Yep. I will include that with
it
the
does
next
wipe
person.
out every
Oh, that's what I was
image
asking
as
about,
well.
but I passed it.
Yes.
Okay, so far Vash is the only one that has failed.
I can never get my saving
Never
throws
failed.
successful.
She's very bad against poison.
And
I don't think she's ever succeeded against poison.
Jaquan as well.
Oh,
So many levels.
Yep. I'm working my way down.
Yeah.
Ah, Kwan failed as well.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. I'm missing a saving throw. Ellen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There should be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yes, so Shiro saved.
Yeah, sure, saved. He was the first person, I think. Oh, he's the second person.
Ellen has made a save. Minerva has made a save. Nevin has made a save. The Toad has
Toad?
He got hit. He has a mirror image.
No, it wipes it. It doesn't matter. It wipes all the mirror images out, and he still is affected by it. It's like a fireball. Mirror image doesn't protect
We'll
him.
do that.
It
Okay.
doesn't.
It's an area effect. It's an explosion.
Yeah.
So, how did he
Uh,
get your mirror image? I'm not sure, but anyway.
He had the same way he's been doing it ever since he popped up.
Is it a
Yeah.
spell?
It's not a spell.
Ah.
He doesn't
Interesting.
cast anything.
Cool.
But he's been getting mirror images every encounter he's been in, basically.
Yes, but he's not standing in a cone of silence in every encounter, is he?
So has he made his save?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
There you go.
Okay, so
Yes.
those who failed get the sickened. We won't worry about stunned. Stunned only lasts for three rounds. But you will be sickened, so you can place a sickened on you.
Is anything going to happen for the next hour or so?
I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I'm gonna search these chunks of body for stuff.
Okay. I'm just wondering whether... Yep, okay.
And the ground, and this area.
So, those people who have been sickened, was there only the two?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. You have an automatic movement in position, -1 on all attack and damage rolls, and a -2 on ability checks, and you suffer -1 on surprise. There you
Oh,
go.
sorry, it was 3 because Vash failed as well, did she?
Cool.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, my icon's just really small.
Cool. Okay. You start going through the goo and the ichor and the chunks of rubbery flesh that have kind of got a hardened shell on the outside, as though it's a meringue that's been cooked a little bit too long. Yeah, and it is quite disgusting. But, you know,
Interesting.
it's definitely flavorful. Not a good flavor, but it's there.
Hmm.
Let me just...
Is any ooze like going through the floor or anything? Or is it just like pooling here?
No, it's just all over the place in a 35-foot area.
Cool.
Slimed me.
Does anybody have
Who's looking after Jaquan at the moment?
me?
Did you see my note?
It's in...
3 hit points. Does that cure the sickened condition?
Nope.
Ah.
It would help cure the fatigue though if when it ends. So maybe save the healing for then.
Too late now.
Okay. Alright.
The horror is horrified and splattered. Enlarge lasts for 30 minutes from terrain. Right, I can get rid of the sun and the sea and all things that crawl blessing. I still can't get you guys to play any blessings. How
Don't have any blessings to play!
Minerva's going to use detect magic and she's going to look through this soup and
Okay.
see if there's anything magical here.
Okay, go for it.
Yep, that's what she does.
There
She
is not.
casts detect magic.
Nope.
Yep.
No magic.
Alright, and then I guess she's going to walk around the room for a while.
Okay.
Oh,
There is no magic anywhere.
feeling ill.
By the way, you will have noticed that Gestel was halfway through putting in code onto the archway, And when she heard the explosion, she stopped and turned around.
Oh,
Nice of you to stick around.
I was getting it
Thanks
ready
for-
for everybody to leave.
thanks for the help.
There was nothing I could do. It was resistant to magic. So I may as well have made myself useful. I was only going to go one floor, or at least I was opening it for one floor, hoping we could all retreat if things got out of hand.
Fair enough.
Does this look like it would make good calamari when it's cooked?
No, because it's all like spongy, gelatinous, goopy goo. As I said before, it's kind of like junket, but yeah, really thick, gluggy, not very nice junket. Which is saying something because junket's not very nice anyway.
What does it taste like? Taste test time.
It tastes, even for you, terrible.
It tastes like poison.
That said,
Yes.
that said, you might be able to make use of it for dunking ears in, who knows. But no, it's not nice.
Mm.
In fact, it even makes you feel sick.
Well, I'm already sickened.
Yep, that's why you're
Makes
sick.
no difference to me.
So Shiro says to Zhang, "Do you mind if I actually Minerva just gives Zhang back their staff and says maybe if you're not going to engage, this would be better in Nevin's hands."
Zheng glares at Minerva and takes the staff back, handing the ancient glaive over to him as a trade.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Hey, if it's any constellation, mine's a +1. Still swaps.
Ooh.
Did someone have a magical sword they weren't using? I swear someone had a magical sword they're not using.
I'm pretty certain someone has a magical sword they're not using.
Anyone?
Um,
Sean, do you have a magical melee weapon? No.
no, well, but yeah, I do. It's called my Staff of Smackdown.
No, he said
No.
Sean.
Sean.
Oh, Sean.
Not Nevin.
I'm just checking. I don't think so. What have I got? I've got helmet, jack of plates +1, magic cloak, longbow +1, quiver of arrows, weapon belt, warhammer, dirk, holy symbol. Nope, I don't believe so.
Okay. Hypatia doesn't have a magic weapon. Wait. Hypatia has a magic weapon. Hypatia?
Yeah, who got given that awesome sword? Like two +2 longsword, like arming sword, like last session or the
Maybe.
session before. From
Can you type in the chat in Roll20, please, Al, instead of Discord? Because
What is
everybody's
going
looking
on?
in Roll20.
Getting like a billion messages for some reason.
Look in the
Stop
chat
it.
in Roll20.
Yes, I would like one.
I'm running around with a.
We heard something there now.
Actually, kind of a little bit working because it's not
Yes.
picking up at all.
Yeah, that's working.
Yeah, it's working.
Okay, that's very strange. Okay, so I lend a +1 to whoever needs it.
Minerva wants to hit stuff since she's a fighter.
Mm.
If her
Sounds
bow
good.
doesn't work, she'll want to close and hit stuff. I mean,
That is like
Yeah.
classic Valley right there. Party almost dies because no one has magic weapons, and then it's like the NP, like the support character's going, "I've got 5. Who wants one?"
Okay, so that said, we have backpacks for Senate, Lenza, Sean, Zheng, and crew. Ooh.
I'm going to say Sean picks his up. If
Kruber.
you're happy for me to do that.
I'm happy for you all to pick him up if you want.
Well, yeah, but I'm not going to move my character over there and back. I'm just going to change his icon.
You don't have to. Just that's all you have to do. All right.
Minerva ditches the ancient glaive. Goodbye.
So Kruber can get his backpack back. Zheng has retrieved his. Sean has retrieved his.
Yep.
Lenza and Senate can retrieve theirs. I'll delete all those backpacks. Bloop. There you go. I'll put Kruber's on. Alright, so by now the sigil at the top of the archway that Yesel had pressed has dissipated and faded into nothing.
Has the spells worn off?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Anything which has a short duration, yes, but Bless lasts for a while, and Large lasts for 30 minutes. It has not been even close to that yet.
I'm assuming that Fine Traps hasn't worn off either.
Correct. So, what are your plans? What are you doing?
Well, how's everyone feeling? Do we want to rush downstairs or?
You got
Maybe
3
wait until we
people
stop throwing up.
being a bit green around the gills, so to speak.
How long does that take again?
It depends. They don't know.
I mean, we can continue going if you want. I guess.
They have -1 surprise, -1 hit, -1 damage, and a movement in position.
Yep. We are blessed for an hour, so
Yeah. I'm happy to push on.
Prayer goes for an hour too, I think.
Prayer
No,
doesn't go for
goes for
prayer
the
no.
next round.
rounds.
1 round per level, so 6 rounds. So that's what.
That's a minute.
36
Minute.
seconds.
So that's probably would have
Yeah,
worn
yeah,
off, wouldn't it?
minute, 10 seconds
Yeah,
around.
Seconds, yep.
Yeah, it's gone. Prayer's definitely gone. So as I said, any short duration ones have, but things lasting turns are still inactive. Are still active, not inactive.
Yeah, so we've got Detect Magic, and Find Traps.
and enlarge.
And Enlarge, yep. So do we want to go down?
Bless.
Yeah, and Bless. Shall we go down a level then?
Yeah.
Alright.
Zhang's happy to go down.
That's good to hear.
So you've already put in 1 level, haven't
No,
you?
it has disappeared now, as I said. It dissipated
Oh.
and vanished after a period of time.
Well, that's good because it means we could go further if we could change where we want to go. If we make a mistake, we can let it dissipate and then reactivate something else.
I wouldn't mind going down just 1 level and seeing if there's maybe a rest, like a nice room below, like a big fight room like this.
What you think this is a like castle of shiny goodness?
No, I think like I think that there's different types of challenges and they're sort of broken up dependent on intervals of 8.
Yeah, but I just don't think there's going to be a rest room. Doesn't have that sort of vibe to me.
Yeah, that's fair. There have been some rooms that have not had negatives in them for us.
True, but
So
they haven't been positive. I mean, we've killed everything in this room. We know this room's safe.
the learning new spells has been positive. The one where we communed with the 8 was positive.
Well, we're going to commune with the 8 in this room too, weren't we?
And that would have been real negative.
Mm.
But to be fair, that yeah.
Could have been worse.
Good on you, Dorian. You deserve a Scooby Snack for that one.
It was
was
Kukulane, but
Kukulane.
thank you.
Kukulane, sorry. No, you're just square boxes to me from up here.
You can, yes. So, do we wish to go then a level? Says yes still. Or further. Perhaps there is a pattern.
Yeah, I feel like going 8 levels, 1 level at a time, we might find a bit of a better pattern. Does anybody remember what level the treasure floor was on?
Should be in the notes.
Cool. Did anybody have that note?
There was a couple of people
Oh.
that said they were going to start taking notes.
I had notes, but my book is missing, so I've obviously moved it somewhere. It's not.
That's why
Here
you've
at the
got the
moment.
notes in the Roll20 that I created for you. The
I
journal.
like writing with a pen and paper. I'm not.
Oh,
I'm not.
nice.
With the
With
coins,
with
was
the
it?
coins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
18?
points
Coins and mine. My
Okay.
notes.
was 18.
Yeah,
Yeah.
floor 18.
Not particularly.
So I reckon we go down one floor at a time, and when we get to, like, not this floor but the next floor, if there's something good there or treasure there, then that sort of says that treasure rooms are 2, 10, 18, 26, etc.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Of course, there may be no pattern at all, says
Uh,
yes.
Absolutely. Or maybe it's n+1, or it's sure, it doesn't know math. Oh, wait, no, he would. He's like a trader. He might know math. Never mind. He's a blacksmith. He's got to know. He's got to know some math. Maybe not n+1, but still.
Not really.
Gotta know.
Back in the good old days, a lot of it was just done from, like, marking off. Wasn't a lot of measuring done.
No.
I mean,
But he's a gnome.
Builders tended to be pretty good actually with their measurements, but that's fine. Yeah, certainly architects were pretty legit. Shall we continue down then?
One floor then, says Yestel.
Yes.
And she
And
will
sure,
press
push
the...
the button. Oh,
she'll
she's
do
gonna
it.
push the button. All right.
Ooh. Marching order. Or you move us as a blob how we are now.
No, fuck that.
Hide behind the girthy legs
Ouchie.
of Kruber.
Maybe she'll take
So
some
we're doing
advantage.
marching order with the leader being at the bottom. Are we, Grail?
What?
Well, so when he copies and pastes us into the next map, he doesn't have to spin us all around.
Okay,
So if we
fine.
put
Then Hypatia, can you go to the bottom?
Is that
There we go.
legit,
that-
Grail, or
Yes.
is
I
that
think.
going to help you?
Yes, thank you.
I'm gonna have to head off so I can sleep before work.
No
Okay.
problems.
Please keep Ellen alive.
Please. We will
And
try.
remember that she saved you today.
She did. Because at the end of the day, the only blow that counts is the one that ends the threat.
Exactly.
All right. So Nevin and
So have a good one.
Hypatia are leading
See
the
ya.
way. Cool.
Alright, Robin. You'll just go in the middle. Where's Lenza going?
In the rear with the gear.
Right at
Yeah.
the front, checking for traps. Copy. Level 67. And paste. And then shift you guys. You should be top left corner.
So we are. Well, it looks like there's something up the top there.
Cage. Cage seems to be a bit of a theme.
Is there a cage?
Well, it could be. We see the edge of something. Fast, can you see much from there?
Up here. Looks like there's something in there. You know what?
Yeah, there's something
Vash can see
in the
lots of
middle.
things.
I don't know what that is.
So I know
What
what that
is that?
is, and I can tell you what you see. It seems to be a dais that sits in the center there, Vash, that stands maybe 7 or 8 feet high from the ground, stepped dais.
Is there anything on it?
You would have to go and approach unless you're asking Vash.
I'm asking Vash.
What I see, it's, I don't know, some kind of sphere.
It just seems to be a flat top, a round top of the dice. It's not a sphere.
Oh,
Yo,
okay.
let's approach.
Do we approach?
Hell yeah. We're here to explore.
Yeah, and a cage on top.
Oh.
Top balcony.
Oh.
So the dais actually stands about 10 feet tall total. The dais sits 7 feet above the ground with 7 1-foot steps. So the top of the dais, which is 3 feet, makes it about 10 feet in total.
Shall I get closer with the detect traps?
Yeah.
I'll tell you if you notice any.
Is Detect Magic still working for? Was it Minerva?
Minerva.
Detect magic doesn't. It might last for a while. I think it lasts for about. Is it in rounds or minutes or
Detect magic, 2 turns.
2 turns? It's still going.
Yeah, Minerva's not really close enough yet to do a good detect magic.
And detect magic 60 feet.
Yeah, no, she wanted to get closer. Yep, now she's going to use it.
There is magic at the top of the dice.
Ooh.
But is it good magic? Can my detect traps does clear, get to the top of the dice at the moment?
I said I would tell you if you spot anything.
Yeah, I'm just keeping you aware of where my traps is
I'm
located.
looking right at it.
There's
Well,
magic at the top. Like,
there's no traps. You're all good. Just don't go on the other side because I can't tell.
You're all good. There's no traps. It's just a mimic.
Well, the last one was. Should we throw a rock at it?
Minerva will try just like pushing on it with
Sword.
what she got that she can do that with.
Her vomit.
Just vomit all over it and see what the mimic does.
Yeah.
Acid attack.
You know what? She will vomit on the bottom step. See what happens.
Alright.
The 8 turn around and go, "You disrespect our shrine!"
Yeah.
Blasphemy.
Son of a bitch!
Well, some of them might
She's
actually
just gonna.
think it's
Sorry.
good. I said some of them might actually think it's okay.
She's gonna push on it with a knife.
Okay.
She's
It
got a
seems
knife.
to be solid and made of stone.
Oh,
Hard.
she climbs up to the top.
Okay, it is really hard going in the sickened condition that
Oh.
you're in, but you can get up there. You know what it's like when you've got to climb stairs when you're not feeling well, especially stairs without a handrail.
I was like, she's really lazy, but then she was like, no, there's magic at the top, and she loves magic.
Okay, there is
Especially when the stairs
to
are
the
covered
top.
in vomit.
Okay, you get to the top of the 7 steps, reaching the dais above. The 3-foot dais, as mentioned, circular, stone, cold looking, grey, unadorned. The magic seems to be emanating from the dais.
Is there like a. Is it like concaved or anything?
Nope, flat.
Flat.
Dawn will yell up,
Oh.
"Can you see any engravings?"
Okay, and her detect magic doesn't lead her anywhere particular. She's going to, grab it, run her hands over the top of it, see if she can find any cracks or, maybe there's like a relief or
Okay.
something.
She starts having a good look at it. It is unadorned, it is smooth, it is cold, it is hard. But as she is doing that, you hear whispered words enter into your mind. Sit, pray, meditate.
Oh. This might be good for one of the clerics. Sit, pray, meditate. It's telling me to sit, pray, and meditate.
Sean has finished circumventing the dais and looking looking at the stone to see if there's anything that stands out as different. I'm assuming it's all the same. And then he will go up and inspect the dais as well.
How much room is there on top, did you say?
It is a 3-foot dais, 3-foot diameter.
Foot.
It is not
Okay.
large.
Okay, so there's room for like one person to pray on it.
Hmm.
You're only a half person.
It looks like a traditional, like, instead of a dais, it almost seems more like a traditional meditation podium type thing,
That sounds exciting.
where you would sit
I feel
on
like
top of it and be the center, focusing.
Shira says I feel like that's probably best used by you, Sean.
That's good because Sean's up there and he will try
Okay.
to use it. He will.
All right.
I'm assuming. Does he hear the voice as well?
What are you doing? You're climbing on
He's-
top of it?
Yep. Sitting right in the middle.
Yes. Sit, pray, meditate.
Cool.
Cool. You start praying. You start
Mm.
meditating. All right. How long are you going to do this for?
Well, until it seems like I'm ready to move on.
Okay. Whilst
So-
Sean is up there, Yep. becoming one with himself.
Or should I say, yeah, boy?
Exactly. What is the rest of you doing? He'll be up there for some time, it appears.
Want to have a look at the cage up here? See anything inside? Even scraps?
Okay.
Don't touch anything inside the cages, please.
Is there a mechanism to make it? Is there a mechanism to raise it and drop it on the dais?
Um,
Okay, so there are within the cage what appears to be remnants of bone, blackened, charred remains, ashes, dust. The same that you've seen in many of these cages before.
I won't do anything else.
There is a heat emanating forwards, both from the cage but also from just outside. Your recollection is that it gets hot once you leave the safety of the tower.
Yeah. I don't feel so good. I'll stay cool inside.
Yeah, when you're not.
There's aircon inside, right?
It's not hot, but it's not cold. It's just moderately uncomfortable.
Kukulane will call over to Vash and be like, "Hey, do you want to come over here? I'm going to try to help with the sickness. I have some training that I did at the church.
You're gonna get
I
Yes,
might,
please.
you know, give
It's
some
cold.
belly rubs.
He has a master. He has a master's in bucket holding.
He knows how to, when someone gets shot in the foot, he knows how to put some aloe vera on their shoulders. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Mm.
he's a medic, not a doctor. Um,
Okay, you can start having a look at trying to help them.
yeah, we got some clerics,
Mhm.
and Kukulane's actually knows what he's doing.
What's his secondary skill?
Nothing. He
He doesn't have.
he's just worked at the church with
Cool.
yeah.
Oh, good.
He's
Okay,
he's too young for a secondary skill.
he is. All right.
Yeah,
that's-
boy.
That said, if no one else is doing anything else, Kukulane is just helping to evacuate people's contents of their stomachs and hopefully not their bowels.
Yeah.
Time will pass. The bless spell will go. The find trap spell will go. The detect magic spell will go.
Mhm.
The enlarge person spell will go. And then
Yep.
we can have, but the people who are sickened still remain sickened.
Oh.
So, Sean, you may make a wisdom check on D20.
Is that just like roll under my wisdom?
Yep. equal to or under.
Hey!
You may, after praying there for an hour, exchange a minor blessing for a major blessing.
Ooh.
I will do that.
Cool. Discard your major blessing, please.
Major or minor?
Minor,
Minor.
sorry. Yes. I knew what I was talking about. I just didn't say it. And major blessings. Deal 1 to Sean.
Yeah.
That's a
Finally
pretty good
after.
minor blessing, but
Hmm.
cool.
Okay.
However, you have to make a saving throw at the end. And it is a saving
What
throw
type is-
versus paralysis.
Mm.
SGB navel gazing.
Mm-hmm.
Forever. Where are we? Is it saving throw?
Until you overload on greater blessings.
So, against paralysis, was it?
Yes, please.
No modifiers?
No modifiers.
Was
That is
that?
good. Because you hear the whispered words, maddening words of divinity, and they, because you've been praying so long in a font of divine awareness that you had to strive not to lose your mind. And thankfully, you've come out unscathed at the end.
Nice.
Cool.
Am I done?
You are done. Took an hour. People who are sickened remain sickened.
Ah, that was enlightening.
Oh.
Yeah, boy.
Oh no, he's still doing
Hey, man, when you got a hubcap like this,
it.
All right. What's the plan?
hey, it's Julian's fault. I didn't even know the guy was until he told me.
Let's go down another level.
He's been inducted into the cult of Flavor Flav.
I can't unsee it. Well, I guess we can go down there if we want. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Like, we're at low hit points. What level are we on now? That was 49, wasn't it?
I don't
This
know.
one should be. Is anybody taking notes?
Yeah, sort of. There. A bit sketchy.
We're on 49?
Yeah.
So what happens? So we rest here.
No. We can't afford to keep resting all the time.
Kinda not, no. We're running out of food.
Yeah, running out of food.
Yeah, we gotta keep going. So we're gonna go another floor. I'm hoping we can come across some food, quite frankly.
Well, I picked up all these rations from the dead thing. Woman. Person.
Yeah, but that's not enough. There's a lot of us. Like, how many rations did you pick up off them?
9.
Which is like half a day.
There are
Right.
17 of you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Actually, there are 16
Anyway,
of you,
shall
sorry, because Dole died.
Oh
Shall
no,
we
I
group
miss
up?
him.
We're going
That's
down
a
one.
factor in.
Yeah,
We're
going
Yeah,
down one.
one's good.
One more. Are we going to line up again the same as we did last
Yes,
time?
please.
With
Yes, please.
Yep.
Where did my fellas go?
Okay, so Hypatia's at the front. Following Hypatia.
The door.
There's just a bunch of people. Yep.
Yeah, I'm grabbing them.
Oh, jeez.
We should have asked this before, but do we use a base 10 in this world, or is it a base 8?
Base 10, purely because that's
Fingers.
what everybody uses in our real world. So it just makes it
Um,
easier.
But a base 8 would make so much more sense.
No.
We could do a base 1.
Oh, that would be painful.
It could be a
Don't
world
think.
of hex. Alright,
Yeah, but 8 makes more sense, but anyway.
what's Lenza doing
Alright.
off there by herself? I'm seeing
Chilling.
Being left behind.
Speaking.
Landing in a wall.
Alright. Well, Cheryl input 1.
Oh, I saw her in
and
2 places, that's why. I saw
press the
her out
button.
here. Right, so going down one. Who's
Yep.
pressing it? Shiro?
Yep,
Saving
Cheryl.
throw
Put in 1.
versus
Press the
spells,
button.
please. Are we having that staggered?
Yeah, we'll have that staggered shape.
Cool.
We usually come out in the room in a funny way that puts us all equal distance from the threat.
Cool.
Sure saves.
He does. He takes no damage. You have shifted across to the right.
Oh,
I don't like
This-
the red glow.
the red glowy thing looks suspicious, doesn't it?
There is, as you go through.
Look at this dude.
Yeah, you just wait. He's going to be. Just wait till I show you his proper image. As you've gone through the portal, and it kind of turned into that yellow to blue, looking like a waterfall, running water vortex. You've gone through, and it's come out in a glow of white. There is flapping wings softly and hovering about 6 feet above the ground, a small-ish looking red-skinned creature with long horns.
It's an imp.
Oh.
Oh
there.
god, it's got paperwork.
He does have paperwork, and
Uh-oh.
he sees you come through, and he starts.
You haven't signed the form in triplicate!
He starts looking up and down at you. He
Where's
goes-
your visa?
And then he starts talking. Well, hello. It's about time someone turned up. Please come in.
Yes.
Come in.
Greetings.
Come in. You may call me the concierge.
No.
He's consiglio.
Where can I get some food? Is there a good restaurant around here?
Food. Ah, yes. Well, you see, that's a quandary, isn't it? Most of the things down here, you see, they don't need to eat, and those that do need to eat are down here for punishment, so they tend not to get much in the way of rations, if you know what I mean. But, that said, welcome to floor 50. And he does this with a grandiose sweep of his arms around the place, swirling as he does, flapping one wing faster than the other. Yes, so... Oh, some of you seem to be rather poorly in nature. How unfortunate. No, you didn't come from the floor above, did you? Yes, I think you did. Well, that's unfortunate. Anyway, food. You'll notice, actually, some of you probably won't notice, some of you may, but feel free to wander this floor at your leisure. It is quite safe. Nothing will accost you. Nothing will, unless you wish to accost each other, but hey, who am I to judge? Well, I will, but let's not talk about that. There are 3 panels of grey, cool stone upon the platforms to the south, to east, and the west of this place. They will be safe havens for you this evening, or today, or for as long as you wish to remain upon this level. But you can only make use of one at a time, obviously. And if you use one, you cannot use it until you have used all three for resting. So he sweeps down to this one over here, or in that direction.
Mhm.
This one over here is very good at healing the scratches and the bruises and the bashes and the calamitous malfeasance that you get from that brutish combat. The one, he gestures over to the right over here. That one, you will heal reasonably well. Natural healing returns down here, but any lingering injuries and that horrible sickness that you seem to be bringing down here, and it will cure that, as well as any fatigue or tiredness that you seem to suffer. And the one to the south, that's the one I think you would most, or at least some of you, seem to be most interested in. You will regenerate and rejuvenate injuries to some extent, but you will also feel as though you have consumed a full meal. It will nourish the body as well as healing it.
So not real food, but food.
Not real
Sustenance.
food, sustenance, yes. As I said, there's not really much way of food down here. Not many of the creatures that live within here eat, though there are some. What's that floor that has those little things upon it? There's, I think it's 3 below. 3 below, yes. 3 below. He nods. 3 below, yes. They have little farms and stuff down there, and like to grow things. I don't know how they ended up in here. They don't know how they ended up here in either, but they can't get out. But thankfully they have found themselves a little home away from home, which is really all they've got. But yes, while you're here, you can make use of these platforms.
And are you a servant of Isig, the progenitor?
Oh, you found that, did you? I'm a servant of many things, many people, many entities. I wouldn't say that I directly serve her or the like, but I served many. Yes, I've been around for some time, you know. It's very rare that I get to see visitors, and I tend to only come into this place once there seems to be interlopers, so to speak, people descending. It's, not very fashionable to try and travel down this spike. You aren't really trying to get to the bottom, I hope. No, it's far be it from me to ask. It's not why I'm here. I'm just here to make sure that you understand the rules and the regulations upon this level, that you understand that you can always return if you so choose. However, he will raise a finger, a long, elongated, bony, protruding index finger, and then will tap the piece of parchment he has. The rules stipulate that there is a cost to make use of the facilities here, but there is always a cost, is there not?
Indeed.
Yes. It will cost you 1 red coin apiece.
I'm rich. Sucked in, guys. Oh baby, I'm gonna treat my allies here very well, Mr. Concierge. Is it one
Okay.
per person?
It is 1 per person, yes.
Well, I have 55. I think other people took some as well.
I have 8.
63.
I think someone else took a single solitary one. So yes, you can make use of those coins to purchase time to rest on the platforms, where, as I said, you will be completely safe. The creatures on the outside of the tower, they will not bother you at all, and you will find that if you are upon those platforms, they are cool and they are quite relaxing, at least for fleshy creatures such as yourselves.
But just to get this right, this was the injury platform over here.
Which one's that?
Yes, that will, knit broken bones and cure malaise and illness and injury and stuff such as that. What you people tend to suffer when you do the wrong thing or eat the wrong thing or decide to try and stop a bullocking pit fiend with your skull. Well, a horse. Let's say a horse.
I'm
Yes.
guessing Zhang should probably go to that platform. Does anybody else have injuries?
Oh yeah, well Nevin's like at
Is it-
half health.
No. That's no. Injuries or sickened is like over here. If you're on like low HP, that was
Oh,
over here. Okay, this was where if you'd been beaten up, that's where you go.
Oh, you mean like lingering injury type things?
Yeah, like
My two
Yes.
minor injuries.
yeah.
Oh,
So
this will work
minor
out really well for you, won't it?
minor
Yeah.
injuries or sickened go here. Lots of HP down go here. People who don't want to use a ration go here, which is most of us. Most of us don't want to use rations. So basically, everybody who just wants to have a rest goes here. If you've got an injury, go here. And if you are down heaps of HP, you go here.
Nevin. Nevin's on half hit points, so he's going over here. Sean,
Yeah, I think Kruber goes
He's
over there as
only
well.
down a little bit.
Sean
Oh
is
no,
going
Kruber can't
here.
go over there. He's sickened. He needs to go over here. Shit.
Where's Aldrin?
I mean, do we think Sickened will go away with time? Or is this tower just too cursed for that?
It's too cursed.
Let's ask him. Shira just asked him, hey, my friends here got sickened when some monster exploded on them. Will that just
Upstairs.
That can
go
last
away over time?
over time, most likely. But it could last days, perhaps even weeks. Depends how much of it you consumed in the blast. I'm assuming you're talking about the creature that was above.
Yes.
Ah, yes.
Some jelly monster thing. Rubber tree man.
But yes, that is. It could last some time.
I'm assuming someone's bankrolling this.
Vash said they would.
Yes, I could.
Good on you, Vash.
comment.
You'll get healing. You'll get healing from your favorite healer
Yes.
whenever you want it.
So how many coins do we owe you, concierge?
Well, there are 16 of you here, so that would be 16 coins.
I will hand over 16 coins.
Marvelous, marvelous. He will then put them into a pouch which appears out of thin air, and then do it back up, and it will disappear back into thin air.
Wait, who's this? How many HP are they down? Surely they need some more.
Who's that?
Oh,
That's
that's
Ellen.
That is on some low HP. I don't know.
Are you good?
I just moved. No, that was me. I just moved the wrong token. I meant to move. Yeah, yes, still.
Ellen doesn't want to be hungry.
As Ellen walks past the concierge, he tips an imaginary hat towards her. Your Majesty. Should have figured she wasn't here for that.
Yeah, I think if you have like less than 15 like if you're more than 15 HP down, then I think maybe over here is probably worth it.
I'm
But
12
otherwise,
down.
I think saving a ration's probably worth it. I don't know.
I'm assuming we still have natural healing on this.
Yes,
That's what he said.
yes. All these platforms will will heal you as you would normally heal, with the obvious advantages that they all have. What is
Where's
Toad
Vash gonna
doing?
go?
Oh, I was gonna ask the concierge. So you know about every floor in this tower?
Well, not every floor. Some of them.
Oh.
You're interested in some intel, are you?
Ah, of course. Yes.
Where can we find more red coins?
Red coins can be found scattered throughout, but they are mostly rare. The good thing is that if any of your numbers should fall, when the body dissolves, it will leave behind a small pile of coins.
Ooh.
So if,
Ah.
so if you do become quite disoriented and in great need of recuperation or rejuvenation, you can slaughter one or two of your companions and return. What?
Zheng could have died.
That's not something you do.
Could have dropped all that cash. for you
Zheng, you
guys.
could have died for us.
Oh, my 8 coins.
Man.
My 8 red coins.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna go rest then. What's Dorian gonna go to?
To the injured, get rid of permanent injuries one. So where did he
Ah.
go? Well, he got to pick up like a chest wound or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's over here.
There we go.
Marvelous. Well, it's still only early days. At the moment, I guess you only woke up a few hours ago, so I mean, you can sit there if you want and play jacks or tiddlywinks or whatever it is you children do. I shall be around. I don't have much to do. I tend to, when there are people around here, just float aimlessly around. But if you need anything, feel free. I am here, after all, for your service.
That's true. Does anybody have any? Do we have like more spells? Like, Sean, do you have like a bunch of powerful spells? Because we can go down and come back to this floor to rest.
Yeah. What do you mean? Do I have more powerful spells?
Do you have like more fifth level? Do you have any more third level spells? Do you have more? Like, what spells do you have left?
Yeah, I still have a prayer and a dispel magic.
So you've still got a prayer. Okay, so we've got a bless and a prayer. So we're good for another combat probably.
And a bless. And a delay poison. And a holy chant. But no healing. 0 healing.
Yeah, I have 0 healing as well.
I mean, we could...
Actually, does Cuculain have healing? Let's find out.
I mean, I would be much happier to spend one night here and get all our spells back, and then go from here. Because keep in mind that Sean is, or Nevin is well and truly below half hit points.
Cuculain's got to cure wounds.
That's not going to help Nevin.
No.
You say Nevin
Like-
is well and truly below half hit points. He still has 23 hit points more than Ellen.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's all me for Nevin, isn't it?
Well, no, but
He
it's
is-
like we're saying, let's go for another fight. I'm
he
saying
is such a diva.
one of your biggest tanks is
He's
not
got
going to be
he's got that
tanking.
long flowing Fabio hair.
Bloody oath he does. Hey, he worked really hard to get this body. You don't get a con of 18 without sitting around on your laurels.
Cuculain's just going to heal.
Poor Laurel.
Exactly.
So, anyway, you'll just start floating around.
Are we going to rest, or are we just going to talk about resting?
I'm gonna rest. I'm snoozing already.
Nevin's
Okay,
already
fine,
asleep on his
fine.
platform.
Sure. I mean, it's just we can't actually like rest yet. You know, we like got up like an hour ago. Well,
Yes,
a bit
yes.
more than that.
You've
2
only
hours
been
ago.
travelling for a few hours since you
Oh.
last
Yeah.
woke up. So,
That's
Speak for yourself,
fine.
I just fought a giant red monster, tentacle monster. I'm pretty knackered.
I mean, Shira's got a suit of armor to work on, so Shira doesn't care. Shira's like, yep, sure, I'll just beat on this armor and polish it
Well,
up and
If you want
make
to
it
be
real nice.
tired, Shiro, maybe you should like help fight the giant tentacle monster next time.
with the weapons that don't work against it.
Or you can be like, bait.
Uh,
An extra target.
That's right. Spread the love.
that's right. Yes.
And trust me, when those tentacle monsters grab you, there's plenty of love.
And remember, when you die, your friends get coins and can return and give them to me. It's a win-win situation for everybody. You will get to spend eternity in the tower. Your friends get coins and I get coins. Marvelous. Marvelous.
how come things that we destroy in the tower haven't dropped coins? It's only things that come into the tower?
Yes, yes. Well, you see, you're an interloper, so it's payment for your souls to be trapped and held.
Ah.
A
Maybe
sort of
we
a
should've-
compensation, so to speak.
Is anyone else getting the vibe that we probably shouldn't have come here?
Oh, you should
Is
definitely
there a
should.
way
What
to
are you
leave?
talking about?
Is there a way to leave the tower?
Oh yes, there's some wandering figments that give you a chance to escape if you so choose. I'm surprised that they haven't offered it to you yet.
They have.
Oh, well, then you should have taken it, I guess. There's not much to be found in here other than the what's at the bottom, and her that
And-
shan't be named.
Mm.
Oh damn, I named her, didn't I? Well, at least I mentioned her. Well, yes.
Okay. Cool.
Such tantalizing tidbits just to keep us entertained and staying here of our own free will.
But no, you should definitely head off. You'll float over here. Who's this one asking all the questions anyway? That's all. There he goes. Was it little
Hero.
Dragon, wasn't it? You asking
Yeah.
most of the questions, or is it someone else?
Shiro's been asking most of the questions.
I mean, I can answer questions if you so choose to ask them. Well, I can answer them within the best recollection that I can muster. If you can accept that my knowledge is not complete, not even remotely complete, but I do have more knowledge than you.
Is there a guardian on each on every 8th floor?
No.
No? Okay, cool. Just wondering. There seems to have been something big on every multiple of 8 that we went to.
No, that's unfortunate.
Huh.
Some of the creatures that you come across as well can be conversed with. Not all of them will seek to engage you, though they may seem that way. For the most part, they will beseech you to leave. You shouldn't be here because of what this place is. That's why there's compensation if you fall in battle or some other way within this structure.
Mm.
I'm surprised to see elves here, especially elves. But then again, I don't know much of what's happening up in the real world anymore. It's been some many centuries since I set wing to the air currents up there.
Do you know who the warlord is?
The warlord. The warlord. Well, I've known many warlords in my time. Which one are we talking about in particular?
Shiro emphasizes the warlord.
Like a singular, special one. No, I
Yeah.
don't know of any ones, although they all tend to think they're pretty important, narcissistic bastards that they are, most of them.
Yes.
Driving people to their death, I mean, it's jolly good fun for me, but not for those people that die screaming at the end of some other poor sod spear, is it now?
Okay. Do you know the witch or the warlock?
I've known some witches in my time as well. Warlocks, not so much. They tend to just be jerks. I've never really gotten on well with the scholarly type, to tell you the truth. No offense, Mr. Knowledge Monk over there. But, you know, they tend to think that they can control everything. Never been fans of them. Witches, however, tend to be a little bit more in tune with the native world, and even though I don't really care much for it, I guess it makes them more malleable, if you know what I mean.
Have you ever heard of Mai?
My? You're what?
Mai the Immortal.
An immortal? Oh, that's unfortunate. An immortal.
Yes.
No.
Do you know a way to kill an immortal?
Well, it depends how they gained immortality. Was it a blessing of the gods?
I don't know. They eat people.
You know, people who tend to hang around for a long time, their tastes can vary somewhat, and maybe normal cuisine just became boring for them. It'd become boring for me.
Hanging out with a bunch of dark fae. How about Doll? Have you ever met Doll?
Doll. I can't say I've ever played with a doll.
Okay, well, you'd know if you'd met him. There's so many of him.
Oh. No. Can't say I have. What are all these people or things?
I'm not really sure. People that we've run into, movers and shakers.
Oh, they move and shake things, do they? Like
They certainly seem to.
Into a bit of destruction and random chaos. I can get behind that, yes. If I wasn't trapped in... Well, I'm not trapped so much. It's just my job. If I wasn't here, I could really get behind that. But no, I don't know them, I'm afraid. At least not under those monikers. Do they have anything else they go by?
Yeah. Esoterics?
Oh, I see. Yes, well, did they send you down here?
No. Are
you sure?
maybe?
Did we just lose someone?
I'm not
Yes.
sure. I don't believe they sent us down here, but potentially the Lantern sent us down here.
The lantern. You came here because of an inanimate object. Are you coming back, Henry?
Yeah. Something happened to my...
Yeah, all good.
Must have
You came
bumped a
down here
button or
because of
something.
an inanimate object.
Pretty much.
She's like a shattered woman who lives in a forest. A shattered woman that lives in a forest.
Sentria! I shouted from the other side of the room.
Oh. Ascendria. Ah, yes. Never heard of her. Should I have?
Not necessarily. Is there anybody in the tower that you dislike personally? And maybe we could do a favor for you and you'd let us stay on the platforms for free.
Anyone that I dislike. Are you? Is that what you asked?
Yeah.
Anyone that I dislike. Oh, my dear fellow. There are a lot of people that I dislike. But if I tell you who some of them are, well, that will not be good for anyone. Me especially, because eventually if you keep going, you will meet at least one of them. And That would not be good for you at all.
Why would it not be good for us? Do they attack people on sight?
Well, no. She is one of the Nephilim. The creators of this place. One of the 11. I believe she was number 9. This is her domain. She is the keeper. And I have said too much already because I'm sorry, mistress. I didn't mean to say that I don't like you. But you do make me come up here and talk to these worms.
Okay.
He starts clapping his hands like nervously in front of him. Yes. So anyway, is there anything else that I can help you with, perhaps?
Is there a place that we could find food here?
You could perhaps go 3 levels down and barter with the individuals that live there.
Ooh.
But
What type of things do they barter for?
Well, I don't really know. I don't have much to do with them. But I do know that they don't get many visitors, and if they don't eat your faces and the like, they might be very inclined to negotiate. But this is, after all, a prison. Or at least that's what its intention is, or was. Still is. It's the thing that it was purely built for resides below. But as a prison, and a prison for eternity, do you think there would be food here? At least much in the way of food?
No.
No.
I'm just hoping.
You're hoping, yes. But
Yeah.
no.
Casting a wide net.
Yes, well, there's no fish here. But you
Fair
could
enough.
eat your companions before they disappear. Perhaps before they melt into the walls and the floors. Before their skull returns to the north. Well, not the north.
Are there any
above.
levels that you think we should avoid?
No, all of them. Except for
of
this one, because the conversation is so intriguing. But I mean, why did you come down here? Really, why did you come down here?
We were asked to by a friend, a mentor.
A mentor, a friend, yes, of course. Someone sending you to do the work that they dare not do themselves.
Well, they had a dragon to deal with, so...
Oh my lord, a dragon, you say? Oh, dragons are scary. There's been a few dragons that have been held within prisons, this one, others of their ilk. They tend to get
Why
too
is
big,
that?
because they tend to get too big for their wings, if you know what I mean.
Do you know those 2 skeletons?
What 2 skeletons?
There's like a skeleton in a sarcophagus and a skeleton that's sitting
Floor
watching
40?
over the sarcophagus.
Ah, yes. Yes, I do.
Who are they?
Oh, I can't tell you. Well, it's not that I can't, it's more that I don't want to, really. You know, it's not because I dislike you. It's more along the lines of, let's say, how can I... respect for the fallen. He'll smile with a crooked, leering smile. His pointed teeth showing.
Do they really want to rest in jail, though?
Oh, that's not a... Well, perhaps, but they're not in jail, are they?
Isn't this whole thing a jail?
Yes, but the jailers don't live in the jail, do they? There's creatures that are here not under duress.
What about the thing that was inside the big force cage?
Oh, the
The big root
worm.
monster. Yeah.
The worm. Yes, yes. I love that man. He's wonderful.
Why is he contained here?
Oh, because he was once a human. Yes. Yes. He tried to steal the power of the gods.
Huh.
Thought that he could. One of those scholarly types, you know. Got too big for his spell book, he did.
Almost.
Hubris. Hubris. Pride cometh before the fall, and what a fall he had. Oh, yes. He's been in that cage there. Oh. Almost since the day this place was first built. He did not know the power he was meddling with. Nasty, nasty, nasty turn of events. But you get what comes to you, I guess, in the end.
Hmm.
Now,
In the end, we can only hope.
well, yes. Now, if you ask me what flaws you should try to go to, and he's going to fly. He's not sitting there just in front of you. He's kind of moving about the whole floor as he does speak, and he is trying to engage all of you in conversation. He does look intently with his glowy little blue eyes, beady little blue eyes, upon all of you from time to time as he flits on by. Smiles devilishly and with a good deal of interest. Now, you said you saw Isig, the progenitor.
I offered them praise.
Ah, yes, but you saw the orb of hers.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Did you see the antithesis of hers?
I'm not sure.
Floor 44, I believe it is. 44? 43. 44, I think, yes.
I don't believe we
Yes.
went there. Sorry?
We didn't go to that level.
Yeah.
Well, you might find it interesting. Since you mentioned her, I assume that it is something that is interesting or curious for you. Something that you seem to take some form of, derive some form of intellectual, spiritual fulfillment, education. I don't know. It seems to be a little bit beyond me, if I tell you the truth. But yes,
It was
anyway.
like 43 or 44.
I believe so, yes. There is also, I mean, no, I don't think you would actually be interested.
Why not?
Well, I'm thinking of other floors that I know of where you might find something, or see, I don't fully know the true reasons behind you being here. You came here for a friend, for a mentor, he says, wobbling his head in an exaggerated and slightly mocking manner. But to what purpose? Why?
We're looking for the Shard of Divinity.
See, and I wish you weren't looking for that.
Why?
Well, why are you looking for it?
Because we've been told that without it, everybody in the valley, where all our families live, and everybody we care for will die.
Who told you that?
In a roundabout way, the 8.
Oh, they would not have told you that. Not even close.
Well, the person who told us that, we asked the 8 if they were telling the truth, and the 8 said yes.
But that is a difference. That is, if you ask them, are they speaking truthfully, then they will tell you yes or no. But not that they are sending you down here. And did this person really say that everyone would die if you did not collect the fragment of Delmar?
Well, it's hard to remember exactly what was said weeks ago.
Well,
I believe it was something along those lines. It was so much longer than weeks ago. It was something very similar to that.
I mean, let me put it in very simple terms for you, so that your small mortal brains can comprehend. This is a prison. It was created by scions of heaven and hell for a purpose: to hold a prisoner within its walls for eternity, something that the gods could not destroy. And you think that you coming here to retrieve it is a good thing, one that will save your precious mortal lives that are but a speck anyway and belong to nobody but the gods. Is it more likely that you coming here is what will endanger your loved ones?
Have you seen any other groups come through looking for this item? Or are
Well,
we the only ones? Recently.
Occasionally, and he will motion, waving his hand and nodding his head a little bit, individuals or heroes, self-appointed heroes, or people looking for adventure or wealth, glory, or who knows what, misguided, misinformed fools will enter, but none succeed. The mistress of the sunken sun. Oh, forgive me, mistress, forgive me. Oh, I'm sorry. She won't let you pass. She can't let you pass. This place is not for you. So anyway, is there anything else I can tell you? Oh, actually, there is one thing I think you should do while you are here.
Mm-hmm. Yes, what's that?
I'm just trying to recall what floor he sits upon. Floor. Actually, there might be two things. He taps his chin. This goes back to your question earlier about others that have come down here. Although, I guess, I need to know. You came here basically to steal something, to break out a prisoner from a place that they are rightfully held. So I don't know whether or not you are righteous or noble individuals or self-serving mercenaries. But frankly, I don't really care. But there are two people trapped within these walls that could probably do with being let out. And if you are of the mind to be that way inclined, then perhaps they would be most grateful to you.
You know where we
There
can
are people
find
who
these
are
people?
wrongfully imprisoned.
Oh, they're not imprisoned here. Not really.
They're just trapped.
Yes.
Ah.
And
Yes.
where can we find them?
I'm trying to recall. As I said, my knowledge is fairly flimsy when it comes to most of the floors of this tower. I don't have free reign of it. I don't need free reign of it, nor do I want it, nor should you want it. Let me think. I'm trying to recall who they are as well. One has died, but he did not dissolve into the wall and the floors. He did not get trapped here for eternity, though his body still is with him. Now, he is a curious one, but not as curious as the other. He is protected, the first one that is, by a spirit, powerful, or very powerful. Pray that you do not end up on the wrong side of that spirit. But I believe
It's a little bit familiar. Says Sandar.
yes. I believe it's down around level 60, I think. I'm trying to remember. Maybe it's 70. Can't recall. But anyway, there's a knight here, 2 knights actually. One fell battling untold hosts of demons and monsters, etc. But their virtue is so pure and their spirit so strong that they have remained there and have yet to be granted proper and final rest. I'm sure that perhaps people such as yourselves would be only too happy to go there and retrieve the remnants, so that if you do manage to escape, you can give them a proper burial and send their soul off to the afterlife, an afterlife that they so rightly deserve.
Are they below where we are now?
I believe so, but I can't quite recall. I am
Okay.
thinking. Whatever you do, though, let me say, do not go to level 83. I would stay away from level 83, by all means.
Is that where your mistress resides?
What? No. That's where my family is.
Oh, that's where your family is. Okay.
Yes, and
And not a spot as his hospital to visitors.
oh, they're not as gregarious as I am. They're very chatty, but I don't think that you would find their conversation to be pleasant. Not pleasant at all. Are you likely to try and free people you believe are wrongly imprisoned here?
Yes,
I would think so, yeah.
I would like to. I would have liked to free that worm.
But they're here for just punishment.
I'm not sure anything justifies that punishment.
But you're only mortal. You do not understand the wherewithal
I don't
in
understand
the
true
universe.
cruelty.
But it's not true cruelty, is it?
Isn't it?
Is it?
Seems like it from here.
Oh, and perhaps you need to align your perception more adequately. Someone tries to steal the power of the gods, which would create immeasurable and immutable carnage and suffering for millions of other people. Doesn't care about them, only cares about their own power, wanted to elevate themselves to be the one above all, but there hasn't been a one for all. I can't even recall it was before my time. And you think that their act should spare them punishment?
I didn't say they shouldn't be punished. I said that punishment. When a mosquito bites me, I destroy the mosquito. I don't torture the mosquito for eternity. I don't keep it alive and make it suffer. I just crush it.
And what would it learn?
It learns nothing.
Exactly.
It doesn't need to learn anything if it's destroyed.
But then what is its purpose? And what is the point? Anyone can destroy.
That's right.
The 8 could have destroyed the world, but they didn't.
Indeed.
At this point, says, "I have a question.
Of course.
These spirits these apparitions that's perhaps come to lead us out or to
Yes, the figments.
appear as our allies and stuff. Are they all there to? Would they necessarily do us harm or give us boots?
Harm? They can't harm anything. I might tell you that they can. They can't. Not really. They could make you upset, I guess.
It's interesting because one of them gave me a blade. It's an interesting situation. It seems to be powerful yet not powerful. Perhaps I shall find out its true nature in time.
Indeed. Perhaps that wasn't one of these figments. Perhaps that was something else. I don't know everything that goes on in this tower. I'm definitely not omniscient.
So the 8 aim to teach and rehabilitate. Interesting. They might need to look into hiring a teacher or getting a better lesson plan. How long has that creature been trapped inside the force cage?
Oh. Millennia?
And what's it learnt so far?
I don't know. You could always ask it, I guess.
It can talk?
Well, I'm sure it used to be a man.
Huh. It seems to be trapped in like some kind of malaise, slowness,
Yes.
temporal field.
Indeed.
Might make communication hard.
Could do.
Hmm.
Unless you were
Okay.
perhaps on the inside with it. But then perhaps you might not be able to get out. But you might learn what it has learned, and then you've been educated as well. 2 for the price of 1. Now that is a good deal.
2 for the price of 1 is a good deal. That's one thing we can agree on.
Indeed.
Hmm.
Now this other knight that is trapped with him, he's an interesting chap. I believe his name is Larok, that's his name. Yes. dead as a doornail. But
Dead as a doornail.
walking around, talking, as you were, thinks he's still a man. He was cursed. He has to
To do
find
what?
redemption.
Ah.
He did some bad things, but he wasn't cursed.
Do you
by the
remember that
eight.
he's done bad things?
Oh yes, yes. He wasn't cursed by the eight. He was cursed by someone else, and that's why he came down here to try to atone. Misguided though he was, he is stuck and can't get out, and he needs assistance. I'm sure of it. Whether he would be willing to accept it, I don't know. Again, he has a touch of the arrogance as you were. It's never a good thing. Never a good thing at all.
When we started coming down here, we came across a bunch of red bones of maybe some kind of lizardy people.
Yes? Probably
Do you know
just,
who they were?
it could have been kin of mine, I guess. It's possible. As I said, my family is on one of these floors, and occasionally they venture out. Though for the most part, they just hang around and congregate and chatter.
Is there a place with interesting metals here?
Metals.
Yeah, like, you know, divine or infernal metals, or I'm a smith.
I see. Well, there's no veins of minerals running through here, but you know, those cages are made of pretty interesting metal.
Oh, really? Okay.
I mean,
I tried touching one of the cages earlier and it trapped me, so
well, there's different types of cages.
yeah. Indeed.
Again, people like yourselves really shouldn't be heading down here. This is no place for mortals. No place at all. I mean, at the end of the day, you're putting your nose in somewhere where it really shouldn't belong.
Why don't the 8 move against the people who put us on this course to go down here?
Well, perhaps they are. I mean, I will not speak on behalf of the 8. It is not my place. Nor,
Is it anybody's place?
perhaps, but nor do I have the knowledge of what they are intending. It's rare that the 8 take direct action against things. Not unheard of, but rare. Oh, very rare. I mean, at the end of the day, what would the point be? Understanding your place is very important. Very important. Because if you understand your place and you know how to move about at your station, then you can truly find acceptance and happiness and perhaps move to a new station. You can understand what the goal in life is. My goal is to be the concierge. I hope I'm doing a wonderful job. After all, that is the only job I have. And it does get quite boring at times because, yes, sometimes people do come down. Very few of them actually get this far. Most of them get trapped somewhere, like that lady over there did earlier on. He points at the Aegistel. Oh, yes, I know all about her getting trapped. That was so funny. More often than not, they perish. So, getting people down here does give me a chance to talk to mortals. Again, something I haven't managed to do in quite some time. And to tell you the truth, even though your conversations tend to be a little bit on the ignorant and naive side, they are still quite entertaining and do fill me with a sense of curiosity for the world above and outside, the one that you call home. Though
You know
calling it-
all languages?
What languages? Oh, I can. It's not that I know all languages, but more along the lines of that I can know all languages.
Hmm.
But
Interesting.
I took some time to, before I spoke to you, to investigate who you were and determine what languages you would know, and then I know them. I don't know the where and the how behind it all, but it does happen. Do you have any other questions? I mean, this is quite entertaining, actually. Though
If I was to invent a language inside my mind, would you be able to converse with me in that language?
most likely, though
That is really cool.
though I have never really had a suggestion like that before. But one thing that I would really like to do is talk to some of these others. You don't mind, do you?
Go ahead. I'm trying to think of a language now.
He's going to flip over and to be in front of Zheng.
Hello.
Hello. So I'm surprised that you haven't been asking questions.
Oh, sometimes it's to learn is to listen.
Well,
Yes.
that is quite true and quite wise. But you know, sometimes to ask questions is to learn. And then you can listen to answers that have more meaning for you. I've remembered. The night that fell is below us. Sahanic Emperor, that's his name, he whispers to Zheng. But loud enough that you can all hear.
Could you repeat that name as Zhang whips out his parchment and quill?
Oh, well, I didn't know this was going to be a formal interview. Sahanic Emperor. I believe he's been there for well over 300 years. Yes. But as I mentioned, he is protected by a very powerful spirit and was very righteous. So righteous it was sickening, actually. More sickening than your colleagues in there. Please, if you are going to vomit, over the edge, less cleaning up to do. Yes, so one of the divine spirits that are righteous and pure and all goody-goody looks over and guards his body against any incursion by those it deems unworthy. So if you are going to retrieve his body and give him a proper send-off into the great beyond, make sure it's someone who ticks those boxes. You might want to write that down. He motions towards a piece of paper. It's probably pretty important. You fought some pretty terrible things, I'm sure of it. But that apostle will probably grind you all to dust. So, does anyone else have any questions? What about the pariah there? Your motion to Vash. What makes a lovely creature like you travel with these hideous things?
I simply wish to see the corners of this land. Strange, areas. Just seeking adventure.
Oh, you're one of them. Oh, it takes all kinds, so don't feel bad. But, there are other places to adventure. Probably, more satisfying places. After all, must be getting a little bit tedious by now. It's rather droll, don't you think? One floor after another, drudgery upon drudgery, prison cell after prison cell.
I see
Bodies.
some really interesting creatures. I always love burying my Vardish into their flesh.
Have cleaver will chop. Marvelous. I see. And what
Company isn't too bad.
Oh well, companionship and friendship is always very important. After all, isn't that the best kind of treasure of all? I know, I shouldn't have said it, but I did. So stick a spork in me. But, many of the creatures that are here, killing them won't help. I guess it might give you a little bit of momentary satisfaction, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really help. I mean, take for example the creatures on level 74. They die every single day. Every single day. Horrifying. And yet they come back only to suffer again and again and again and again. For eternity. Well, I say eternity, but it's not really. They have sentences. I don't know what their sentences are, and I don't know if they can commute them or if they have been commuted, but there they are, trapped in their little cages, dying one day after another, screaming in pain. So their deaths don't really benefit anybody. Well, when I say don't really benefit anybody, if you were to kill them, it wouldn't benefit them, would it? Because they're going to die again anyway.
They're being punished.
Most likely. This is a level of hell, or actually resides within hell. It's not a place where the pleasant go.
I say you're quite pleasant. Why don't you leave this place, though?
But my family are here, as are my friends. Why would I want to leave? Not that I can at the moment, because I have a job to do. We all have jobs. Well, not everybody. My cousins don't tend to have jobs. They're slackers. I've tried to get them to get a job, but they don't want one. They just want to sit in the gaggle and chirp, chirp, chirp. And chirp so much you'd think they were birds. And I say that not having seen a bird for perhaps 1,000 years.
But don't you ever get curious about what's happening on the surface?
Sometimes, yes. Yes, I do get a bit curious. But I have a job. And my job is here to be the concierge. So here is where I'll be until that time is up. And I have fulfilled my contract. Then perhaps I will get an opportunity to go back to the surface, spread my wings in the sunlight, realize that the sun burns me once more and say, ouch, 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 I should probably not have done that, and then have to wait until it's nighttime. It happened the last time I was up there, that's why I said it. Most annoying that was. It's hard to see birds at nighttime. Not many go out. What about you? You'll fly over to where Sean is. Why are you here?
Because I came here to rest.
Ah, I see. Like that, is it? You came
Pretty much.
here to rest. Rest from what?
Well, from the rest of the tower.
Yes, but why are you in the tower?
To keep these numpties alive.
Ah, numpties. I haven't heard that word before. I like it. Numpties. My cousins
Very
are numpties.
appropriate. It rolls off the tongue nicely, doesn't it?
Oh, it has a good sound. I like that. I like that a lot. Yes, I think I'll call one Cousin Numpty. Hello, Cousin Numpty. Being a numpty? Haha. Thank you. You can rest for free one more time.
You're welcome. I don't think I'm paying anyway.
Oh no, but when you do want to come back, you can rest one more time for free.
Nice.
You might want
Thank you.
to take note of that somewhere. I'm likely to forget it.
Oh well, I shall note it down.
So you are a priest. You
Yes.
worship the eight, and yet here you are.
Well, I have to keep the flock alive as
What?
best I can.
What would you do if it was known to you that the eight do not want you here? Would recommend and wish that you would reconsider your presence in this place.
I guess that would have to be something I would have to do, yes. What evidence do you have that they don't wish us here?
What evidence do you have that they do wish you here? The problem is that you don't actually know what it is that's below. And that should be concerning.
True, but we are not the only ones doing this, from my understanding.
No.
And should someone else achieve this goal with a different goal in mind, that's
So,
my concern.
of course, and it is a valid concern. I will concede that point. But now, he raises a finger, taps it against the side of his nose. Now, humour me. There is great power. There is something of great power below. And you seek to free it from a place that it is imprisoned. And you seek to do so against the requests of its keepers in a place which is within hell. And the Queen of Hells, Urflaz, is the greatest of the 8. She rules over this place. So this is in her domain, this prison. And she is the mightiest of the gods that you revere. Ergo, it is her prison. You have seen and found indication throughout that the 8 have a presence within these walls. And yet you still come down here to free that which is held. Now, if you were to be successful in removing the restraints that are in place upon this creature, this entity, this artifact, could you control it?
I can't see how I could control it, no.
Uh-huh. And if you couldn't control it, could any of your party, your companions here, it gestures around with a sweeping hand, could any of them control it?
Well, if they could, then they wouldn't need the rest of the party, would they?
And if none of you can control it, and you release an entity, an artifact, a creature of immeasurable power that has been imprisoned for grievous transgressions, would that not be lamentable?
Mm-hmm.
I see. And yet you plod ever onward, inexorably towards your goal.
It would appear so.
Excellent. Well, I just wanted to make sure that we were on the same page and understood each other. Marvellous, marvellous. We've bypassed a few hours in the interim having this chat. It's been marvellous. It's been fantastic. I have enjoyed your company. Do you have any other questions, queries, or anything else that you would like?
Not right now. I'd probably like a sleep.
Well, you've probably still got a couple hours to go before the sleep. So
No, it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
I
I'm pretty
realise
close
that.
to sleep.
I realise what you're talking about, but he's talking.
I did
to
whisper you
character.
like 20 minutes ago, but
Look, he's got to stay in character, okay?
I know. He was lucky I wasn't asleep when he asked me the question.
For what it's worth, I had on my other screen, I had the chat window minimized because I was looking at something on a map. Very well. I will let you have your rest. It's been wonderful talking. I'm going to go talk to my cousin Numpty because,
That's a great new name.
it's a great name, and I'm going to get all my relatives to call cousin Numpties cousin Numpties. I have quite a few cousin Numpties. I think we're at about, does counting those figures, about 100 of them. Yes, sitting around chirping. Cousin Numpty the bird brain. Yes, I love it. Anyway, I'm going to go talk to them. If you have no more questions, I shall be off.
Well, I might have a question in the morning.
Wonderful, wonderful. Farewell, everybody, then, if that is to be the case. He tips his imaginary hat once more towards Ellen, Your Majesty. I shall see you all at a later date. enjoy your rest here. And remember, you only gain benefits of one at a time. You cannot gain benefits of more than one per payment. So it's very important that you pick the right platform. And he
Fair enough.
will then, with a flourish and a little puff of smoke and sparkle of flame, disappear.
Very good.
Alright, you can now vote for MVP, we'll call it there.
MVP.
I have yours if you want to head off, Henry.
Yep.
If you get runner-up, do you want blessing?
I'll go a blessing.
Cool.
Because I've got one blessing.
Alright. Cool, well you can head off then if you want.
No worries. See us all in a week, I guess.
See you, mate.
Yeah, see you then.
Alright, who have we got? I've got a vote from Henry, Canto, Al, Aaron, and Vex. We didn't get one from Alan. Okay, that will count. So I've got Zheng gets MVP, and Shura will get runner-up. Shura, do you wish to have a blessing or XP?
XP, please.
All right, done. Easy peasy, Japanesey.
Nice.
All right. Thank you very much for the game.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was very
Thanks.
fun.
Cool.
It's
I'll
good.
flip you guys back to up there. Alright, cool. I'll stop the recording now. I honestly didn't knew what time it was, but yeah, it was too fun. And I didn't see anyone message me because I did actually have it minimized so I could look for stuff on the map. But anyway, I will see you guys next week.
Yeah, I'll see.
See you then.
Cheers.
Yep.
See ya.
Night.
I'll see you
Good
then
night.
or earlier.
Indeed. Good night.